Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another live broadcast here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Mike Prince here with you in New Orleans, Louisiana. We're at the home field now of the University of New Orleans here at Master Field, home of the Southland Conference New Orleans Pirateers, University of New Orleans. Mike Prince here with you. The Panthers taking on the Alcorn State Braves in the early morning game. Game will be starting at 11 a.m. Got a little pregame show working right now. Both teams coming off a loss from yesterday. The Alcorn State Braves lost by the score of 12-3 to University of New Orleans under head coach Brent Richardson. Richardson is his first year at Alcorn State, but he spent 18 years at Florida A&M. He will bring the Braves into this contest to take on the Panthers, who fell short to Louisiana Tech on yesterday, 7-0, under the debut game for Coach, I almost said Byron, but for Coach Simmons, Antoine Riggins. Coach Antoine Riggins coming out with the first game on yesterday, and the Panthers falling short, but they'll come back and rebound against the well-known opponents, that being of the Alcorn State Braves. We'll give you every pitch as it develops along the process. Want to thank each and every one of you for coming out and joining. Had a lot of listeners on yesterday's broadcast for the debut, and thank you all so much for everything that's involved. In particular, we want to give a shout out to the Burrell family. We got Ro Burrell, Tessie Burrell, and Terry Burrell. The mom, Tessie Burrell, is recovering from an illness, and our prayers and thoughts are with you, and hope that all works out well as we try to get things set up here. We're going to take us a quick break, and when we return, we'll have a little bit more from Coach Riggins and yesterday's performance for the Panthers. This is Mike Prince. You're listening to a pregame show for Panthers baseball exclusively on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back. Hello, this is Mike Prince, the host of the Mike Prince Show, featured right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Just wanted to share with you that we have our app available where you can go and download it at Google Play absolutely free. You'll never miss another show. You can catch up with old archives, and you can pass it on. It's the gift that keeps on giving. The Mike Prince Show app available at Google Play absolutely free. Talk that makes sense. The Mike Prince Show right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. It's a new year, and that means tax season is here, and Gunderson's Bookkeeping can provide you with personal income tax preparation. For more information and schedule an appointment, call Gunderson's Bookkeeping at 936-372-2661. The Jazz Bar, located in Prairie View, Texas, is a great opportunity for you to have your next community event, whether it be nonprofit, funeral reception, community, charity, government, church, or individuals. The Jazz Bar has the accommodations to meet your needs. The Jazz Bar is open Thursdays through Sundays, and you can schedule your private parties Mondays through Wednesdays. The Jazz Bar, located in Prairie View, Texas, dial 936-857-9566. All right, this is Mike Prince. All right, Coach, first game.
Our bodies can do amazing things. And it's amazing how little they ask in return for a lifetime of service, like 3 square meals a day, especially breakfast, moderate exercise several times a week, 7 to 8 hours of sleep a day, and moderation in drinking. Hello, I'm Robert Urich. Statistics show that people who follow all these rules live much longer, so give them a try. You'll be amazed at how healthy you feel.
A message from the Will Rogers Institute, Los Angeles, California.
And welcome back to the pregame show here with the Panthers taking on the Braves. It's going to almost look like an inter-squad game with the way these teams are coming out. The Panthers in their white uniforms, they'll be the home team. The Braves also in their white uniforms. The difference between the two, the Alcorn going across the chest of the Braves. They have that with the white lettering trimmed in purple with the old gold uniforms going across the chest. Old gold uniform numbers trimmed in purple. The Panthers will be in their white with the purple numbers with the more bright yellow going across their trimming, with the Panthers going across the chest, white pants with a purple stripe going down the side. We'll give you the starting lineups in just a moment, but first we're going to go and hear from Coach Riggins and his assessments of last night's performance, or should I say yesterday's performance, of the Panthers. We're still listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're going to switch over now to our post-game interview with Coach Riggins.
All right, Coach, first game out the chute. Give me your overall assessment of today's performance.
Well, overall, I give it a C-. The pitching is good, which I expected. Hitting was better than I expected. Defense let me down. Guy got up there, he pitched well, and was making mental mistakes. Starting out in the first inning. But you can't give up 6 errors to expect to win the ball game. I thought we hit well enough to win. We didn't hit his spots. We didn't get that multiple hits in the inning. But like I said, overall with the hitting and the pitching was great. The defense is what killed it.
Would you assess that to new guys having to step up in new roles and, let's be honest, maybe feeling those jitters for the first time out?
No, it was just mental mistakes. Mental mistakes you can't make in order to win a baseball game. I could say one routine base hit, left field, went through a guy legs. If that can't happen. Return to double play, mishandle it. I think another one, just drop a ball. Those things that can't happen in order for you to win a baseball game. Just can't happen.
So the approach for tomorrow, you're going to play an opponent that the guys are comfortable with, by that being in the same conference. Do you think that maybe they felt like they had to try to play up to today's opponent versus just going out there and play?
No, because baseball is baseball. It doesn't matter who you play. If you play at LSU, you still got to go out there and play the game the way it's supposed to be played. So it doesn't matter who you play. If you make those same mistakes you made today against Alcorn tomorrow, you're going to lose. It doesn't matter who you play. I don't want to say that, and I'm not going to. I just think that it doesn't matter who you play, you got to play fundamentally sound baseball in order to win.
Bottom line, do the fundamentals and the wins will come.
There you go.
All right, Coach Antoine Riggins, the Panthers, falling to Louisiana Tech Bulldogs 7-0. We'll pick it up against Alcorn, and we'll see where things go from there. Thanks a lot, Coach.
I appreciate it.
All right.
And that was Coach Riggins giving us assessments on last night's, or I keep saying last night, but yesterday's performance. Had a game that was played over at the Wesley Barrow Stadium after the Panthers played. It featured Grambling and Southern, and Grambling was all over Southern, winning by the score of 13-0. So now that all that has been taken care of, the Panthers will strike out against the Alcorn State Braves. And with that, we got the lineup for today's contest, the lineup being brought to you by the Jazz Bar, located in Prairie View, Texas. For the Alcorn State Braves, they will be the visitors. Leading off, playing center field, will be number 3, LaDerrick Williams. You have number 13 playing second base will be Walter Rios. Number 33 at first base will be Colin Carroll. The catcher will be number 4, Walter Vives. The designated hitter will be number 36, Mr. Cedric Bale. Left fielder will be number 22, Ashton Lewis. Right fielder will be number 9, Patrick McMahon. And the third baseman, number 1, will be Cedric Walker. Second baseman, number 2, playing shortstop, will be Moses Charles. And on the mound for the Braves will be Mr. Jabarius Smith, right-handed pitcher. He wears number 17. For the Prairie View A&M University Panthers will have leading off Cody Denbesti, wearing number 16 in center field. Second base will be Brashad Jones, wearing number 5 at second base. Third hole will be by Angel Avalos. He'll be at first base. 31, the designated hitter, will be Shannon Washington. Carson Lee will be at left field, wearing number 15, batting fifth. Darian Williams will be in right field, wearing number 14. T. Mai will be behind the plate. He's wearing number 18. And Kaylor Lewis will be at third base. He's wearing number 23. I think they got a number uniform change up. We'll find that out as the game progresses along. We had him down for 25, but that could be a slight change. We'll work that out here. And then you have Kevin Macias will be at shortstop, wearing number 1, batting in the ninth hole. And the starting pitcher today for the Panthers, wearing number 7, or he might be wearing number 4. We're getting the numbers getting mixed up, as you know how things go here with the opening games and opening seasons. It will be Edgar Sanchez. Edgar Sanchez on the mound for the Panthers, the right-handed pitcher. Will get a chance to face off against these Braves here momentarily. We are moments away from the first pitch of day 2 of the 2016 season. And what we're going to do is take us another break, and we'll come back with more Panther baseball right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Remember, you can tell someone that they're on right now, that we're on. Go to our website at OBN-Radio.com and go to the broadcast live page, and you'll see the player on the left-hand side. It'll be the third one. And just click on there, and you can go right ahead. If you're on the go, got a smartphone, and you want to listen to the app, go to the same site, OBNRadio.com. Click on the live game broadcast, and there's 4 red buttons, and you'll see the central channel. And all you have to do is click on that app that says the central channel. You can listen on your smartphone. And if you don't even have a smartphone, we got you covered too. You might be at home or just might be on the go, don't even have internet access. That's okay. We got a number you can dial, and you'll listen to the game unfold right before your eyes. And that number is 724-444-7444. Put in the code 46493. This is Mike Prince, the voice of student athletics and Prairie View baseball. Be coming your way here momentarily. The officials are coming out on the field. We're going to pause for the calls, and when we'll come back, we'll have some baseball just for you. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the official voice of Waller County Athletics. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but stay tuned. We'll be right back with more live coverage. You can keep up with us on Twitter at OBN_radio. You can follow us on iHeartRadio. Go to iHeartRadio.com, hit the talk section. From there, go to sports and look for OBN Sports. You can like our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network. Be sure to follow us on Spreaker.com. Look for Open Mic Broadcast Network. You can also send us an email at ombnetwork@gmail.com. And don't forget, you can always follow us at our website at KTORradio.com. The station designed with you in mind, the Open Mic Broadcast Network. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the official voice of Waller County Athletics. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but stay tuned. We'll be right back with more live coverage. You can keep up with us on Twitter at OBN_radio. You can follow us on iHeartRadio. Go to iHeartRadio.com, hit the talk section. From there, go to sports and look for OBN Sports. You can like our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network. Be sure to follow us on Spreaker.com. Look for Open Mic Broadcast Network. You can also send us an email at ombnetwork@gmail.com. And don't forget, you can always follow us at our website at KTORradio.com. the station designed with you in mind, the Open Mic Broadcast Network. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the official voice of Waller County Athletics. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but stay tuned. We'll be right back with more live coverage. You can keep up with us on Twitter at OBN_radio. You can follow us on iHeartRadio. Go to iHeartRadio.com, hit the talk section. From there, go to sports and look for OBN Sports. You can like our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network. Be sure to follow us on Spreaker.com. Look for Open Mic Broadcast Network. You can also send us an email at ombnetwork@gmail.com. And don't forget, you can always follow us at our website at ktorradio.com. The station designed with you in mind, the Open Mic Broadcast Network. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the official voice of Waller County Athletics. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but stay tuned. We'll be right back with more live coverage. You can keep up with us on Twitter at OBN_radio. You can follow us on iHeartRadio. Go to iHeartRadio.com, hit the talk section. From there, go to sports and look for OBN Sports. You can like our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network. Be sure to follow us on Spreaker.com. Look for Open Mic Broadcast Network. You can also send us an email at ombnetwork@gmail.com. And don't forget, you can always follow us at our website at ktorradio.com. The station designed with you in mind, the Open Mic Broadcast Network. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the official voice of Waller County Athletics. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but stay tuned. We'll be right back with more live coverage. You can keep up with us on Twitter at OBN_radio. You can follow us on iHeartRadio. Go to iHeartRadio.com, hit the talk section. From there, go to sports and look for OBN Sports. You can like our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network. Be sure to follow us on Spreaker.com. Look for Open Mic Broadcast Network. You can also send us an email at ombnetwork@gmail.com. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are lined up and ready to go. Mr. Sanchez has taken care of his pitches, and we are ready to get this contest on the way. Mr. LaDerrick Lewis will come in for Alcorn, batting from the right-hand side. The center fielder will line up, and we'll get ready to get this contest on the way. Panthers in their home white uniforms, and the first pitch is offered up by Sanchez, and it is a ball hit toward right center field, and it's going to be a leadoff single for the Braves to start this contest off. The first pitch that Williams sees ends up going to right field, and just like that, we have a batter with the first hit of the game. It's going to bring up now Mr. William Rios. Rios playing second base, batting from the left-hand side, comes in. Playing in at third base for the Panthers, as that is a ball low, is Lewis. So Lewis will try to take away the bunt at third base or playing double play depth up the middle. We'll give you the dimensions of this park. There's a pretty nice-sized park here for the Pirateers. The runner goes, the ball is thrown, and not in time. It skips out into center field. The runner will not advance, but it will be 2-0, stolen base for the Williams. So May was not able to get a strong throw down to second base, kind of short hop. And it will now put a runner in scoring position here in the top half of the first inning. Sanchez checking in with May, checks the runner at second base. There's the ball hit right back to Sanchez, and he got the runner hung up. He runs towards him. Good job by Sanchez, and steal, and got to throw and dive and make the tag. Does Sanchez, great athleticism. Sanchez plays third base when he's not pitching, and he showed that he could flash the leather on that particular play. So the runner's going to be called out for going out of the baseline anyway. Yeah, he's out, but Sanchez dove and tagged him to make it sure anyway. But a great job for Sanchez to field that position, and that is actually going to go one unassisted to get Williams, who got on in scoring position. And Sanchez helps himself out here in the early part of the contest. So it's going to bring up now Mr. Colin Carroll, first baseman, wearing number 33, batting from the right-hand side. He steps into the back of the batter's box and get ready to go. Sanchez helping himself out. Oh, he's going to go back. He's at second base. They didn't call him out? Okay, I got to get a ruling on that. It looked like he was out. So it's a runner at first and second now. Pitch is outside for ball one. Got to find out exactly what happened on that particular call. Looked like Sanchez had done everything correctly. Well, we got runners at first and second now, so forgive me for that one. Pitch is on the way. That one misses outside. 3 balls and no strikes. Three and 0 is the count. The release from Sanchez. There's a ball smash foul down third base line. And it will make it now 3-1 to Collins. Runners at first and second. 1 hit so far. Runner Rios at first base got on by fielder's choice. So Sanchez checking the runner back at second. Release a breaking ball, and that's in for a strike. It's worked it back now to a 3-2 count. 3-2 is the count. No score here in the top of the first inning. Panthers and the Braves, 2 SWAC opponents, one representing the East, the other the West. There's a ball hit sharply into left center field. Getting over to make the grab is Lee. A run will come in, and that will be an RBI single for Mr. Carroll. So the run, who we thought was out Williams, will come in to score. So it's 1-0 here in the top of the first inning. It's going to bring up Walter Vise. Vise is the catcher. He's wearing number 24. He's batting from the right-hand side. Both teams in their white uniforms. The separation would be the logos on the front of the uniforms. So if you're just walking in, you would think this was a glorified scrimmage game right now. Martin Sanchez misses outside for ball one. Panthers gave up 7 runs on yesterday, but only 1 run was earned, and that was the solo shot given up by Philpott. There's a ball hit weakly behind home plate. Makes it all even at 1 ball and 1 strike. We was talking about the dimensions here at this park for the New Orleans Privateers. 330 down the line, 370 in the gaps, and 405 in center field. Sanchez misses again, and it's now 2 balls and 1 strike. On deck would be Cedric Bell, the designated hitter for the Braves. Top of the first inning, just getting on the way. The early game, 11 a.m. first pitch start. So now the pitch from Sanchez falls in for a strike, and we're all even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. I still got to get the ruling on what happened with Derek Williams. He did get the run so far, and looked like he was tagged out by Sanchez, but we'll find out what happened. Their ball is fouled back out of play, and it will remain 2-2. 2-2 is the count. 1-0 is our score. Runners at first and second base. Edgar Sanchez checks in with T. Mai. The pitch, breaking ball hit toward right field. Giving chase is Williams, but he'll run out of real estate. And the count will hold. New set of balls being brought in. Mr. Blue rubs him up. He says, "This the best you got?" He's checking them out. And he says, "Well, if this is the best I got, I'll put them in my bag." So Sanchez ready to get back to work. Pitching from the stretch. Checks, kicks, fires. There's a ball just outside. It looked like a strike from my angle. They're going to call it a full count right now. Runners more than likely will be running. Runners at first and second. At second is Rios. At first is Carroll. Sanchez delivers a shot, hit right back up the middle, and the runners will just advance 90 feet as Denbesti gets that in. And it was another big hit for the Braves to load the bases up now. And it's going to bring up Cedric Bell. So Bell batting from the left-hand side. He's wearing number 30. Pitch offered to Bell is just outside for ball 1. Edgar Sanchez is the starting pitcher. Got himself into an early jam right now. See if he can find himself some help. Next breaking ball is a strike call, and it is 1 ball and 1 strike. So now Mai will come out to talk with Sanchez to get things settled up. Speaking of getting things settled up, I want to remind you that we are right in the middle of our listening partner drive. It starts February 1st and extends to March 15th. And you can visit our site online at OBN-Radio.com. Become a listening partner today for only $12 a year. The pitch offered up now as the meeting was broke up. Off speed, swung on and missed by Bell to make the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. I want to give a shout-out to the Terry family, some faithful Panther supporters. That ball is fouled back out of play, and it will remain 1-2. Nobody out here in the top of the first inning. Panthers trailing 1-0. On deck is Lewis. Ashton Lewis. That ball misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Bases loaded. Top of the first inning. Mike Kretzer with you. Live from New Orleans, Louisiana. The pitch, that one is fouled back off of Mai. So the count will hold at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Panthers need an out before things get out of control. Pitching from the windup now is Sanchez. Releases, and that one's upstairs. 3-2 is the count. Bases loaded. No room on the base pads. The payoff pitch will come on. Runners will be in motion. The pitch swung on and missed. And Sanchez gets his first strikeout. And what a big strikeout it was to send Bale down. Is going to bring up now the left fielder, Ashton Lewis. Lewis, wearing number 22, steps into the right batter's box. A base hit could at least get 2 runs for the Braves. Sanchez looking for that double play. The pitch, that ball is hit toward the right side, fouled out of play. And it will be 0-1. On deck will be Patrick McMahon, the right fielder. Just getting on the way here in the MLB Urban Youth League Invitational. That ball is hit behind home plate and could not get a hold to it, was the catcher Mai, and it falls down for strike 2. Boy, that would have been a big out if Mai could have gotten his bearings together, but he struggled a little bit. It's a very big backstop here. As a matter of fact, we might snap a shot here in between innings or so to put it on our Twitter account and let you check it out for yourself. It's OBN_radio, and you get a chance to see it for yourself. The 0-2 pitch hits the outside corner, and Edgar Sanchez gets his second strikeout, back-to-back strikeouts, and it's going to bring up now Mr. Patrick McMahon. McMahon batting from the left-hand side. As he will come in now with the bases loaded. The first pitch is a strike called, and Sanchez is beginning to heat up right now. Sanchez checking in. The 0-1 pitch has another one in for strike 2. And man, if Sanchez can work his way out of this, what a lift it will be for the Panthers. The 0-2 pitch. That ball is swung and hit foul down third baseline. And it will let it hold at 0-2. 2 outs here, bases loaded. Sanchez checks in with Mai, delivers. There's a ball hit sharply towards second base, making the throw in time for the 4-3 putout will be Jones. And the Panthers get out of what could have been a blow-up inning. There was 1 run off of a total of 3 hits. No errors and 3 runners left on base. We've completed a half inning. Panthers trail 1-0.
Hi, everyone. I'm Dave Dixon for On the Road in Texas. A university study proves what you might already know from firsthand experience. People who drive a long way to get to work have higher blood pressure than those with shorter commutes. Trooper Sparky Dean has more on aggressive driving.
The more congested our streets and highways get, the more aggressive driving we troopers see on the road. Tailgating, passing on the right, changing lanes without signaling. These things frustrate fellow drivers and are dangerous besides. If you encounter someone who's obviously having a bad traffic day and who's not handling it well, give them plenty of space. Don't make eye contact or rude hand gestures, and don't honk your horn.
Trooper Dean reminds us that while we can't control what other people do behind the wheel, we can control our own actions. Don't let aggressive driving rub off on you. For the Texas Department of Transportation and the Texas Department of Public Safety, I'm Dave Dixon reminding you to save a life.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Prince here with you. The Panthers worked themselves out of a huge jam, what could have been a disaster. Mr. Edgar Sanchez reached down, took him 32 pitches, though. That was a lot of pitches in inning number 1. But in most cases, you can kind of balance things out and work through. So the Panthers will have coming up, leading off will be Cody Denbesti, Rashad Jones, and Angel Avalos for the Panthers. Panthers had a somewhat quiet day as far as runs were concerned on yesterday. Denbesti went 1 for 4. His only hit came in the first inning as he hit a shot right back up the middle. He'll come in to get things started off. Then Bestie likes to, what I call that throwback look, has his stockings showing, got his pants up to his kneecap, and he's wearing his proud Prairie View Panthers socks with the purple leggings trimmed with gold and white stripes. I believe it's, 3 stripes going up and down there? And he steps into the box to face off against Jabarius Smith. Smith stands in from the right-hand side, and the first pitch is a ball upstairs as Ben Bestie comes in. They're playing in on the corners as Walker at third base is on the infield grass. There's a ball, slice foul, back out of play. Then the count is all even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Ben Bestie, All-American, takes a ball upstairs. 2-1 is the count right now. The 2-1 delivery by Smith is upstairs, and it is 3-1. On deck is Rashad Jones. He's playing second base on today. Josh Jefferson played second base on yesterday. They're still mixing and matching, trying to get a feel. Certain pitchers perform better with certain players on the field. That's just how pitchers are. As Ben Bestie works a walk for his first at bat. So going to bring up now Rashad Jones for the Panthers. Jones coming in batting from the right-hand side. He's wearing number 5 out of Fort Worth, Texas. Went to Southwest High School. This is his first at bat of the 2016 season. See if it'd be something he would like to go ahead and remember. Smith checking the runner over at first base. Then Bessie, a decent lead, and he goes. There's a ball downstairs low, and the catcher lost the ball. Fives lost the ball. That's going to be a stolen base for Dembesti. I don't think he had a chance to get him anyway. So that was ball 1. A base hit could tie this one up. Dembesti had a good jump towards second base. So now Coach Brian White at first base. At third base. I said first base. He's at third base giving his signals. The pitch from Smith. He butts it and is right back to the pitcher. Smith bobbles it for a minute. Nobody covering second and first, and they finally got it. Second baseman Rios was able to go, and that's going to be a sacrifice. Good baseball right there to advance the runner. That's going to go 1-4 to advance the runner for the sacrifice. And it's going to bring up Angel Avalos with an opportunity to get an RBI here in the bottom of the first inning to tie this contest up. They're playing Avalos straight away in the outfield. The right side of the diamond is backing up a little bit right now as Smith gets ready. He delivers ball just outside for ball 1. So Avalos, a base hit, can tie this up. The infield backing up to try to not let anything get past them. Smith checks, fires, all speed, just missing outside, 2-0. Both of these teams coming off of losses on yesterday. One losing to Conference USA in Louisiana Tech, and the other one losing to the Southland Conference, to the Pirateers of New Orleans. That's 3-0 now to Angel Avalos. On deck will be designated hitter Shannon Washington. The 3-0 pitch offered up, and it's ball 4. So Jabbar Smith is struggling. Runners on the corner right now as Shannon Washington will come in, and it looks like we're going to have a visit from the pitching coach, Mr. Frank Schaefer. This is his first year on the staff. Also got a Prairie View alumni over holding things down with the Braves, Mr. Oscar Reed. This is his second year with the staff. Braves also under the new regime. Coach Brett Richardson is his first year, as we mentioned in our pregame show. He spent 18 years at Florida A&M, so he's definitely no novice. He comes over with a fresh look and a fresh start. Meanwhile, there are some new balls being administered to the home plate umpire. We did not get their information today. However, they are working. 2 in the field, 1 behind the plate. So runners now on the corners for Shannon Washington. So the catcher Vise steps up, gives his signal on the play call. They're still playing straight away in the outfield. The pitch offered up now, swung on and hit sharply foul down third base line for strike 1. Washington at the plate. On deck is Carson Lee. So now that's slowing things down a little bit is Jabarius Smith. Now he steps back on the bump. Checks in with his catcher. Fires. All-speed pitch swung on and missed for strike 2 by Shannon Williams. Williams took a big boy's cut on that one, trying to bust things open. So now the 0-2 pitch offered up. Another ball. That one hit toward the right field. And will it be deep enough? The runner tags. The out is made. The throw is not in time as Dembesti beats the throw. A strong throw from the right fielder, McMahon. So that will be an RBI sacrifice fly for Williams. So RBI and the run comes in, and we are all tied. And it's going to bring up Carson Lee. The runner did not advance to second base. Avalos, he stayed put. So Carson Lee will come now. They check over at Avalos. And he's back in time. All tied at 1 here in the early parts of this contest. Bottom of the first inning. Smith checks, throws back over to first base, and Avalos is back at that. He must not have got the report on Avalos. He's not going anywhere. So now Smith checking in. He delivers. All speed, hits the outside corner for strike 1. A little delayed reaction by Mr. Official, but he did call it, and you got to live with it. So now Jabarius Lee, pitching from the stretch, runner at first base, is Avalos. Does not go. Another outside pitch, and that one misses for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Coming up on pitch number 17 for Jabarius Smith here in the bottom half of the first inning. There's another strike call, and that one does hit the outside corner. 1-2 is the count now. Being offered up to the Panthers left fielder. The 1-2 pitch. Oh, and that's strike 3. Called out, looking on strikes. And that's going to retire the Panthers, but they do get 1 run off of no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We've completed 1 full inning. We're all tied at 1. You're listening to Panther Baseball on the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
In the last 30 years, childhood obesity in America has tripled. Today, 1 in 3 kids is already overweight or obese. This is registered dietitian Melissa Joy Dobbins for the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics. Good nutrition is key to fighting childhood obesity. These tips can help your child stay healthy. Recruit them to the kitchen. Preparing meals teaches kids about healthy foods like lean proteins, fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and low-fat dairy. Make sure to get 60 minutes of physical activity every day. Make it a family activity. And avoid sugary or caffeinated beverages. Give kids water, low-fat milk, and 100% fruit juices. To keep your whole family healthy, see a registered dietitian and visit www.eatright.org. Encouraging you to eat right, I'm registered dietitian Melissa Joy Dobbins with the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Prince here with you, live from Louisiana, New Orleans, Louisiana, to be exact, at Magistrate Field, First National Bank Ballpark, home of the Southland Conference, University of New Orleans Privateers. The Privateers, generous and open up their field. As opening up this top half of the second inning will be Cedric Walker, the third baseman. We're number one, batting from the right-hand side. Sanchez ready to go to work and delivers ball one on the first pitch. On deck will be shortstop Moses Charles, then back to the top of the lineup. The 1-0 pitch is hit. High chopper towards the shortstop. Nice grab by Macias for a 6-3 put out. He charged it, took that big hop as it was coming down, and fired it over to first base for the first out. It's going to bring up now Moses Charles. Charles playing shortstop, stepping in on the left-hand side of the batter's box. He will come on in to get started. Sanchez quickly delivers. That one's downstairs for ball one. 1-0 is the count, all tied at 1. Panthers and the Braves, two SWAC opponents getting together here in the MLB Urban Youth Invitational. That ball hit right back up the middle. Coming back is Macias. The throw, and he's got it 6-3. Shortstop taking care of shortstop, and it's going to bring up LaDerrick Williams. LaDerrick Williams got a single to right center field, and he scored. We thought he may have been out, and we still got to find out what was the case with that. He got a stolen base, and he has the only run for the Braves thus far. The pitch now from Sanchez. That's a swing and a miss by Williams to make it 0-1. People are slowly but surely coming out to the ballpark. Sanchez checking in with Mai. The 0-1 delivery, another off-speed pitch, and that one is swung on and missed, and it is quickly 0-2. And Sanchez trying to get some quick work after going 32 pitches in inning number 1. The 0-2 pitch being offered up. That's a ball. Another one hit toward Macias and shortstop. The backhand. The throw in time for the 6-3 put out, and Macias flashing the leather in the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on. We're going to the bottom of the second inning, all tied at 1.
Chris, can you put the video game controller down for a second?
I can talk and play. Oh, I'm totally annihilating this punk kid in Nebraska.
I just feel like you're not acting like a grown-up in our relationship.
Am too.
Well, you know, you still ride your skateboard to work. There's the comic book collection, the race car bed.
Look, I'm young at heart, but I put money into my 401k every paycheck. I picked up a few savings tips at feedthepig.org. I have control of my financial life now, and that feels pretty grown up.
Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million bucks. Putting some money from every paycheck into a savings account or contributing to your 401k can make a big difference later. For free ideas and easy tips on ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. That's feedthepig.org.
So, I bet I look like a grown-up to you now.
Well, except for the footy pajamas, I'd have to agree.
This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Prince here with you as we go into the bottom half of the second inning, all tied at 1. 7 pitches by Sanchez to help bring some balance as we get ready here. You'll have Darren Williams, Ty Mai, and Kaylor Lewis to bat for the Panthers here. So Williams stepping in to face off against Jabari Smith. First pitch is a ball upstairs. 1-0 is the count. Williams has pretty decent speed. Still developing his skill as an outfielder. There's a ball, got up under it, hit it toward the left side, but it will go foul. So it is 1-1. Had a big uppercut swing, did he, on that one. So it's a 1-1 count. Being offered up now by Smith. That breaking ball is a strike called on the outside corner, and it's 1-2. A very delayed response from the home plate umpire. There's a futile swing for strikeouts, number 2 for Williams. As Williams goes down, Smith get his second strikeout. Going to bring up the catcher now, Mr. Ty Mai. The pitch is upstairs for ball 1. They had him listed at number 2 on the score sheet, but they probably was thinking about his catcher's position because that's 2 on the catcher's position. As is quickly 2-0 to Mr. Mai. Panthers got themselves back into the swing of things as a strike is finally called. It's all tied now at 1. 2-1 is the count. The pitch. There's a ball hit toward left center field. Going back and making the grab as the center fielder, Williams, for out number 2 here in the second inning. It's going to bring up Mr. Taylor Lewis, wearing number 23. They had him at 25, so Lewis is wearing 23. That's what we're trying to get set up. Taylor Lewis batting from the right-hand side, ready to receive the pitch from Smith. There's a ball hit toward the shortstop, fielded clean, and the throw is in time as Charles retires Lewis and the Panthers. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We're completed 2. The Panthers and the Braves all tied at 1. You listen to Panther Baseball right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back.
Hello, this is Mike Prince, the host of the Mike Prince Show, featured right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Just wanted to share with you that we have our app available where you can go and download it at Google Play absolutely free. You'll never miss another show. You can catch up with old archives, and you can pass it on. It's the gift that keeps on giving. The Mike Prince Show app available at Google Play absolutely free. Talk that makes sense. The Mike Prince Show right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. It's a new year, and that means tax season is here, and Gunderson's Bookkeeping can provide you with personal income tax preparation. For more information and schedule an appointment, call Gunderson's Bookkeeping at 936-372-2661. The Jazz Bar, located in Prairie View, Texas, is a great opportunity for you to have your next community event, whether it be nonprofit, funeral reception, community, charity, government, church, or individuals. The Jazz Bar has the accommodations to meet your needs. The Jazz Bar is open Thursdays through Sundays, and you can schedule your private parties Mondays through Wednesdays. The Jazz Bar, located in Prairie View, Texas, dial 936-857-9566.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Prince here with you in New Orleans, Louisiana. We're headed to the top of the third inning. This game rolling right along as the Panthers and the Braves all locked up at 1. It's going to bring up Mr. Wallace Rios. Wallace Rios got on by fielder's choice, his first at bat, as he will take ball 1 from Mr. Sanchez. Sanchez started out a little shaky, 32 pitches in the first inning. Had the bases loaded at one time, but only gave up 1 run. Since then, he's slowly but surely getting back under control, and that's a ball in the dirt as soon as I say that. 2-0. Here's the count. 1-1 is our score. Top of the third inning. The Alcorn State Braves at the Prairie View A&M University Panthers. 2-0 pitch offered up, swung on and foul tipped into the catcher's mitt for strike one. 2-1 is the count. Panthers playing straight away on the infield and outfield. The 1-2 pitch offered up, breaking ball, did not get the outside corner. 3-1. Looked like it might have snuck in on the backside of that plate. Not to the avail of Mr. Umpire. The 3-1 pitch offered up. There's a check swing, and that ball is going to be looped right in between center field and second base for a hit. That's an excuse-me hit. 10 years from now, it'll look like a line drive in the books. So, reaching base for the second time will be Rios. It's going to bring up first baseman Colin Carroll. Carroll got an RBI single to left field to bring in LaDerrick Williams in inning number one. See if Sanchez can work that magic with a double play ball. As there is a strike offered up on the first pitch. 0-1 is the count. Nobody out here in the top of the third inning. Panthers and the Braves. Those who have just joined, the Braves got their run in the first inning. Panthers came right back and answered that one in the bottom half of the first inning. Scoreless in inning number two. And now the Braves with their attempt in the third inning. So we'll see how this one unfolds as Mai came out to speak with Sanchez for a moment. Sometimes still early in the season, guys get a little crossed up on signals when runners get on base. The signals change with runners on base and not on base, a runner at second base, as now Sanchez checks over at first base to run. I want to give a shout-out to Miss, I believe, Claudia Sanchez. Miss Sanchez checked in with us here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We thank you for your support. A pitch out, and no runner is going. So it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Mai trying to make sure that everything is held in check. There's one thing the SWAC does is they do believe in running. Runner does not go on this one. There's a big boy's cut, swing and a miss by Carroll. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That was a huge swing by Carroll. That Carroll listed down here at 6'3", 230 or 25 pounds, and he took all of that weight on that cut. A breaking ball, and that one just missed. All-speed pitch had Carroll out in front, but not enough to ring him up for strikeout number 3 for Mr. Sanchez. So Sanchez goes right back to work now, checks the runner over, does not go. There's a ball hit towards center field. Dempsey will not be able to get to it. Center left center field. Hits to the wall. Runner is being waved to come in. The play to throw at the plate. Not in time. Cut off by Mai. Oh, and the ball was dropped by Lewis at third base. Taylor Lewis tried to apply the tag, so it will be a double RBI and an E5 for both runs to come in. Kaler had to throw. Mai cut the ball off. Advancing was Carroll. And trying to put the tag down too fast, instead of securing the ball, it just shot out to left field. So now you got to get that out your mind and go back to work now as Walter Vise steps in. Swing and foul tip for strike number 1. Vise got a single up the middle, his first at bat. Quickly now, 3-1, Braves on top of the Panthers. There's a ball hit sharply past third base and into left field for another hit. So now Cedric Bell will come to bat. Cedric Bell was a strikeout victim his last at bat. So now coming out to discuss the situation is pitching coach Terry Burrell, and taking advantage, an opportunity to say hello to the Burrell family, in particular Miss Tessie Burrell. We're praying that you get a speedy recovery. Understand that you're recovering from an illness. Pray that all is well with you. And I understand Terry Burrell the first is sitting right there by his side, out there in Port Arthur, Texas, right there by the port. Feeling some good fishing off in that area around there. So the meeting has been adjourned. They'll go back to discuss everything right now, as Cedric Bell will come up to bat. He did work it up to a full count his last at bat and struck out. He's digging in now. Braves up by 2, 3-1 here in the top of the third inning. Sanchez checking the runner over at first base. There is a pitch on the inside corner that will miss for ball 1. Sanchez still looking for his first out here in the third inning. Settles in, throws. There's a ball hit hard and fair in right field. Rounding second base is Vise. Vise will be held up at third, as that will be a double to right field for Bell. Runners at second and third now with nobody out. Just want to bring up Ashton Lewis. He was called out on strikes his last at bat. Sanchez working from the windup now. He delivers. That ball is fouled out of play toward the right side for strike 1. Playing in on the corners. Avalos at first base, Lewis at third base. Somewhat in up the middle, midway point. Going to have to try to cut these runs off with anything hit on the ground. There's a ball foul straight back out of play, and it is quickly 0-2. And if you ever need a strikeout now, would be the case for Edgar Sanchez. Sanchez trying to overcome some bits of adversity. If that ball is missed, as it is 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Lewis. The pitch from Sanchez. Swung on and foul tip, caught by Mike for the second strikeout. That was a big strikeout for Sanchez now, as he'll face up against Patrick McMahon. Patrick McMahon rounded out to second base his last at bat. Comes in, hits one straight up on the infield. Going back is Macias. Makes the grab in short center field. I would have liked to see Dembesti make that. It looked like he was there camped up under. It would have been an easier throw. But nonetheless, it is out number 2. So it's going to bring up now Cedric Walker. Walker grounded out to shortstop. His first at bat. Sanchez trying to work himself out of another jam, and the pitch is in there for strike 1. 2 runs have come across here in the third inning. 1 run earned, the other one was not. That one's upstairs. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 is the count. 3-1 now is our score. Panthers trailing the Braves. Breaking ball. Calls in strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count. Sanchez checking in with Mai. He kicks, delivers. There's a foul tip right off the shoulder of the umpire back to the net to make it stay at 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 delivery downstairs. Ball 2. 2-2's the count. 3 hits for the Braves in this inning. The 2-2 pitch. That ball is hit and camped up under it is Denbesti. Denbesti will retire the Braves, but the Braves get 2 runs off of 3 hits, 1 error, and 2 runners left on base. We're going to the bottom of the 3rd. Panthers trailing 3-1.
We've been telling people how quick and easy it is to apply for Medicare online, even if you're not ready to apply for retirement benefits. But the best advocates are the people out there who are using the application. Filing for Medicare online was simple, and I couldn't believe what little time it took to complete. Filing online took less than 5 minutes from start to finish. I am stunned and amazed at how quick and easy this really was. Find out just how easy it is. Visit www.socialsecurity.gov/Medicare only. You may be done with your application before the next song is over. That's www.socialsecurity.gov/Medicare only.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Prince here with you. We are live from New Orleans, Louisiana at Magistrate Field. Had to get that right. Got a little tongue-tied on that one. As we have leading off this bottom half of the 3rd inning will be shortstop Kevin Macias. And Macias will then make way for the top of the lineup, Cody Denbesti, followed by Rashad Jones. So Javarius Smith working with a 2-run lead. First pitch offered up to Macias is a called strike on the outside corner. The 0-1 pitch offered up from Smith, and another strike is called on the outside corner. Only 27 pitches start off this 3rd inning under the belt for Javarius Smith, as that one has fouled away. Good piece of hitting that time by Macias with 2 strikes just to fight off that pitch to live to see another one. 64 pitches for Edgar Sanchez through 3 innings of work. See if they can balance that out here. The pitch offered up in the dirt, and they're going to say the check swing did go through for strikeout number 3 now for Mr. Javarius Smith. It's going to bring up Cody Denbesti. Denbesti was walked, stole a base, and scored. He was driven in by Mr. Shannon Washington. So see how Denbesti makes this approach with his second look. And he hacks away and fouls that back for strike number 1. 3-1 is our score, bottom of the 3rd inning, Panthers and the Braves. Mike Prince here with you live from New Orleans, Louisiana. There's a strike call off the all-speed breaker. 0-2 is the count. The 0-2 pitch by Smith, upstairs, ball 1. One and 2 is the count. 1 out here in the 3rd inning. The pitch, swung on and missed. Denbesti goes down. Strikeout number 2 of the inning. Strikeout number 4 for the contest. I'm sorry, not number 4. Yeah, number 4 for the contest. 2 in this inning, 1 in the 2nd. 1 in the 1st. So it's going to bring up Rashad Jones. Jones got the sacrifice to advance than Bestie back in inning number 1, so officially he has not had an at-bat. The Smith pitch is outside for ball 1. Panthers under first-year coach Mr. Antoine Riggins. That ball's inside, 2-0. On deck is Angel Avalos. The 2-0 delivery offered up inside, all 3. 3-0 is the count. 3-1 is our score. Bottom of the third. Trey's all over the place right now. The pitch offered up. Upstairs, ball 4. Making his way quickly down to first base is Rashad Jones. It's going to bring up Avalos. Avalos was walked on 4 pitches. His first at bat. So Jones has pretty decent speed. He does not go as that ball is outside for ball 1 to Avalos. Avalos, good hitter, can go to either side of the field, but he does like that left center field from the left-handed batter's box. The pitch outside. They're pitching him that way. If he gets a hold of one, he can gap it up and dig another dent into this deficit that the Panthers face 3-1 here in the third inning. Smith 2-0 delivery. Hit toward third base, and it's going to be off the glove of the third baseman. It was a shot. Trying to backhand that one was Walker. That's going to be a hit all day long. Runners at first and second. It's going to bring up Shannon Williams. Shannon Williams got the sacrifice fly to right field for the RBI, and so technically he has yet to have an at-bat. Great job of going opposite way by Avalos. So it's 2 outs here in the third inning. Your number 4 hitter coming up with ducks on the pond. Smith checks in with his catcher, Vives, and there's a ball hit toward left center field, going back and making the catch. Almost a collision between the two, but Lewis secures that for the third out of the inning. The Panthers get no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. We've completed 3. Panthers trail the Braves by the score of 3-1. You listen to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back.
Every year, millions of teens work to earn extra money and learn important skills. But certain jobs can jeopardize your health or well-being. So know the rules. First, the hours you can work. If you're 14 or 15, you can only work for 3 hours on a school day and for 8 hours on a non-school day. Also, if you're 14 or 15, you may not work before 7 a.m. or after 7 p.m., except from June 1st through Labor Day, when you can work later, up to 9 p.m. Next, and really important, hazardous jobs. If you're under 18, jobs such as roofing, operating dangerous equipment, and most driving jobs are off limits. So work safe. For more information, call the U.S. Department of Labor's toll-free helpline at 1-866-4US-WAGE or visit youthrules.dol.gov. A message from the U.S. Department of Labor.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Prince here with you. We're going to the top of the 4th inning. Alcorn State Braves on top of the Prairie View A&M University Panthers by the score of 3-1. Leading off will be shortstop Moses Charles. He'll be followed by the top of the lineup, LaDerrick Williams and Wallace Rios. Mr. Sanchez has 64 pitches as he'll enter into this 4th inning. 43 pitches for Jabarius Smith. So coming in to face Moses Charles. Charles grounded out to the shortstop his last at bat. That ball is fouled back out of play towards the right field area on the first base dugout. Failed to mention that The Alcorn State Braves being the visitors on the first base dugout. There's a ball hit in the hole. Macias backhand to the shortstop. The one hop and the dig. Great play by the first baseman Avalos to bail him out for the consecutive 6-3 putout. Avalos helping out Macias, who run deep in the hole, to make the backhand and the throw in time to secure the first out. So it's going to bring up LaDerrick Williams. Williams is 1 for 2, got a single in the first inning and grounded out to shortstop in the second. He swings and misses for strike number 1 here in the fourth. So the Panthers getting some strong shortstop play by Macias here in the early part of the season. Timeout is called, and they resume play now. The pitch, bunt was being showed, is inside. High, hard cheese on that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sanchez back on the heel, ready to go to work. The pitch, that ball is hit toward right field. Williams giving chase, but it will not stay in the park. 1-2 is the count now. Sanchez showing great composure. Been pitching some good pitches. An error here and there has opened up that third inning, but he's been working with some control as that ball is fouled back out of play. And it will continue to stay at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Sanchez ready to go back to work now, pitching from the windup. Checks, kicks, fires. There's a ball hit slowly foul toward third base. Lewis gave chase, but no need. So new set of balls brought in, and we're ready to get things started yet again. The pitch offered up by Sanchez swung on and missed for strikeouts, and that is going to retire the leadoff man, LaDerrick Williams. LaDerrick Williams becomes strikeout victim number 4 for Mr. Edgar Sanchez, and that brings up Wallace Rios. Rios takes a strike on the outside corner. Rios is 1 for 1. He scored a run, got a single to center field his last at bat. The pitch outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. In the top of the 4th inning, 3-1 is our score. Panthers trailing the Braves at this time. There's a ball hit toward first base, but foul, and it will go to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Panthers trying to get a quick work for Mr. Sanchez to get in and out of this one. There's a ball hit straight back up the middle into center field, and that is the second hit for Rios. Going to bring up now Colin Carroll. Carroll had a double and an RBI in the 3rd inning, also scored a run, and he has an RBI single in the 1st inning. So 2 ribbies today for Carroll. That's a ball in the dirt. Good stop by the catcher. Makes it 1 ball and no strikes. 1-0 is the count, 2 outs. Top of the 4th inning. Runner at first base is Rios. Not a big threatening lead. There's a ball hit toward third base and foul. Lewis was over there to backhand it, but it was in foul territory, so it makes the count all even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Panthers will be going at it tomorrow at 12 noon, taking on the Grambling State Tigers. You listen right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Ready to go to work now. That's a ball in the dirt, and Mai does another great job of making a stop to make the count now 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 is the count to Mr. Colin Carroll. The pitch from Sanchez. That ball hit straight up in the air. Macias calling everybody off at shortstop in short left field. He makes the grab, and that retires the Braves. There were no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We've completed 3.5 innings of work. Panthers trail 3-1. We'll be right back with more Panthers baseball right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
What do your status updates say? You're learning a new language? Going all organic? Instead of typing your feelings, what if you could put them into action? By creating a network to help keep kids off the streets in a country like Armenia or in Honduras, bringing IT into the classroom, or on a farm in Tanzania, helping stem the world's food crisis by creating a sustainable agricultural program. What if every ounce of your being helped update the status of a person, and in turn they did the same for you? Would this be enough social interaction? Or is this only the beginning of something larger? Life is calling. How far will you go? Peace Corps. Get interactive at peacecorps.gov/game.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Prince here with you. Going into the bottom of the 4th inning, the Panthers will have coming up Carson Lee, Darren Williams, and Ty Mai. Panther baseball action exclusively on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. The basketball team on the road this weekend, and they'll be tipping off here momentarily. But you can enjoy some baseball action right here at the Open Mic as the first pitch that Lee sees is fouled back out of play toward right field. I want to give a shout-out to my wife, Stephanie. I'm not mistaken, I believe she's some car shopping. As a ball hit towards shortstop, the backhand, the throw up the line. That's going to be an easy. Oh, don't you do it. Get back. He thought about going toward second base, so that would be an E6. And Lee will be on here. And so we'll bring up Darian Williams right now. Williams struck out back in the 2nd inning. So the shortstop, Charles, could not make the throw. He got deep in the hole. And you might say it was a hit, but being a baseball guy, it was an E6. So the pitch, there's another ball hit foul down the third base line. Williams coming in out of the College Station area, Bryan College Station area. Smith checking the runner over at first base. Runner does not go. Oh, and that one hits Williams on the backside. He's not a real big kid, so he might feel that one. So it brings runners on second and first base now. So this might be a bunting situation for the catcher, Ty Mai, as he comes up. Mai flying out to center field. You got Kaylor Lewis, who's batting behind him. But in this case, you want to try to get these guys up 90 feet in the scoring position because you have Lewis and Macias who could do something, and he does square around, and the bunt is going to be a foul strike. Now, it looked like Mai was trying to bunt. This is a sacrifice situation, so you want to see Mai square around and get that bunt down. You're not trying to bunt for a hit. You want to make sure you get that ball bunted fairly. And still, the corners have not moved one way or the other. The corners being on the defense as the pitch on the way now creeping in at first base. Oh, and that one hits Mai, and the bases are loaded. Back-to-back hit batters. And it's going to load the bases up for Kayla Lewis. So Lewis will come to bat now. Lewis grounded out to shortstop. His first at bat. Coming in now with an ideal situation. A base hit could tie this contest up. Fly ball can make it a one-run deficit. As now there's going to be a discussion or two to come out. Pitching coach for the Braves, Mr. Frank Schaefer, is coming out again to discuss the matter. And it looks like they may be having some bullpen activity come out there now for the Braves. We'll find out exactly who that is in a minute. They're steady discussing things. Or Schaefer. And it looks like a 34 down there for Alcorn. We'll find out who 34 is. They got him way over there in the corner. And that looks like Peyton Lynch is warming up from Louisiana, transferred from Southwest Mississippi Community College. The meeting has been adjourned and will now see what happens now with Kayla Lewis. Bases are loaded for Lewis as he takes a ball inside. That one almost nipped him. So the bases are loaded. Playing in at the corners or the Alcorn State Braves. Double play depth up the middle, straight away in the outfield. The 1-0 pitch downstairs, 2-0. 2-0 is the count. A gap shot would wake up PV Nation right about now. Jabari Smith checks in with Vise and misses. Oh, a strike is called. Whoa, that looked a little way out there, but makes the count 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 is the count. 3-1 is our score here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Pitch on the way. That ball hits toward second base. It gets through. A run will score, and they're going to wave in the runner from second base, and Jones will be back. They called him back. A base hit to right field by Taylor Lewis to get the RBI and cut the lead down to 1. So bases remain loaded for Kevin Macias. 3-2 is our score now. Ball swept right in by third base or second base, and now that is going to do it as head coach Brent Richardson comes out now to make his pitching change. And with that, we'll take a break. While they go through the change, we'll go through our change. How it sound? Panthers trying to come right back, trailing by the score of 3-2. New pitcher coming in. We'll tell you all about it once we come back from a break. You're listening to Panthers Baseball exclusively on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. I'm Mike Prince. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back.
You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the official voice of Waller County Athletics. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but stay tuned. We'll be right back with more live coverage.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we now have the pitching change in. Mr. Peyton Lynch, he'll come in to face Mr. Macias. Bases are loaded. There's a strike call. Makes it 0-1 to Kevin Macias. Macias struck out back in the 4th inning. The pitch offered up. There's another strike, and it is quickly 0-2. Peyton Lynch got him listed at 6'3" tall, 220-pound right-handed junior transfer out of Mississippi Community College, Southwest Mississippi Community College. Pitching from the stretch now as he will check out and deliver. There's a ball hit foul down right field line, and it will come up to make it stay at 0-2. Jabarius Smith went a total of 3 innings. He didn't get an out. So 3 innings, 53 pitches. There's a floater missing outside for ball 1. He ends up giving up 2 runs. 1 run was earned, the other was not. So the 1-2 pitch being offered up, that ball is downstairs. And we're all even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. At third base is Darian Williams. Second base is Ty Mai. And at first base is Keller Lewis. Keller Lewis with the RBI single through second base to cut this to a 3-2 deficit for the Panthers. There's a chopper hit back in the hole. Charles will get the force at third base. A run does come in. Williams will score, and Macias will reach by fielder's choice. He will get credit for the RBI, and it will go 6-5 to retire Ty Mai. So it brings up Cody Dembesti. Runners at first and second right now. We're all tied at 3. Dembesti is 0 for 1. He walked and scored in the first inning as he takes a floater to come across for strike number 1. 0-1 the count to Dembesti. Being methodical now is Lynch. Missing outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bottom of the 4th inning, day 2 of the MLB Urban Youth Academy Tournament. Panthers and the Braves. There's a ball, good stop by Vives. 2-1 is the count. Game has slowed down tremendously right now. It's off to a feverish pace. And he would leave it up to a pitcher to slow things down. If anybody knows anything about baseball, pitchers are the most unique humans walking the planet. So now Lynch ready to go back to work. He delivers. There's a ball foul back out of play, and Dembesti will allow the count to go to 2 balls and 2 strikes right now. There is 1 out. Runners at first and second. Keller Lewis with decent speed at second base. And you have Kevin Macias in at first base. The pitch, breaking ball, that's outside. 3-2 now, full count. Will Coach White take instructions from Coach Riggins to put the runners in motion right now, or will they be stationary? With the payoff pitch on the way, Lynch checks in with Vives. The runners go. There's a ball hit right back to the pitcher. He bobbles it. It goes underneath his glove, and the runner's going to be on, and they throw back to third base. It got away, but he's going to hold it. Didn't get too far away. Walker was able to track it down. Now, here's going to be a ruling that's going to be interesting. Lynch went to go for the ball, but it fell underneath his glove. It never did touch. Will they say that's a hit, or will they say it's an error? I'm not the scorekeeper. I'm going to say it's a hit. So bases are going to be loaded. Dembesti with a little nupchuck right back up the middle. And it keeps the bases loaded. So now it's going to bring up Jones with the bases loaded. You can hear the Panther Nation waking up as Jones takes a Babe Ruth cut to try and bust this thing open.
Let's go.
The 0-1 pitch coming from Lynch. There's a swing and a chopper foul. And the count will go to 0-2 now. Only one out. 2 runs have come across for the Panthers here in the 4th inning. They're trying to add to take the lead for the first time in today's contest. Lynch checks in with Vise. Bases are loaded. Kicks, fires, breaking ball, swung on and missed with a strikeout, and down goes Jones. So it's going to bring up the Panthers' purest hitter, Angel Avalos. Avalos coming in up in an ideal situation, bases loaded. He loves that left center field. See what he can do with this one. His last at bat was to third base left field area, to the opposite field, got a single, and got a walk. So he's 1 for 1. He takes ball on the inside corner for ball 1. Panthers can bust this thing open in a big way. Lurking on deck is Shannon Washington. Lynch checks in and delivers. There's another ball hit toward the third base side. Is foul. 1-1 is the count. Panthers have gotten 2 runs here in the 4th. They got 1 in the 1st. The Braves got 1 in the 1st and 2 in the 3rd. So they've been going tit for tat. Someone's going to have to separate themselves. Lynch checks in to Vise. Delivers. There's a ball hit toward first base. Sitting down on it is Collins, and he'll do 3 unassisted to retire the Panthers. However, the Panthers get 2 runs off of 1, 2 hits. And there was 1 error and 3 runners left on base. We've completed 3, or should I say 4, and we're all tied at 3. You listen to Panther Baseball right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
If you could do one thing to make an impact on the things that matter to your family, your community, and your country, would you do it? That's what voting is all about, an easy way to make a difference. Register, learn about the issues and candidates, and vote this November. Your vote helps shape the future of America. Visit www.vote411.org to get started. This is a public service announcement from Open Mic Broadcast Network. Your education, your health care, your community, your future. Your vote counts for many things. Take control. Get registered. Get educated. Get out and vote. Learn more at www.vote411.org. This is a public service announcement from Open Mic Broadcast Network.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Prince here with you as we go into the top of the 5th inning. The Panthers have tied it up as Mr. Edgar Sanchez continues to battle and show grit going into the top of the 5th inning. Game started precisely at 11 a.m. on the morning. As batting for Alcorn will be Walter Vise, the catcher. He'll be followed by Cedric Bale. And you're going to have Mr. Ashton Lewis coming up here in the inning for the Braves. Sanchez's first pitch in the 5th inning is a strike called to Mr. Vise. Vise is 2 for 2. He has a single to center and a single to left field. As the 0-1 delivery is swung on and missed for strike 2. Panthers and the Tigers will get together tomorrow, another SWAC opponent. These guys will be actually in the same conference. So a feature of the Western Conference as that ball is hit straight up in center field. Then Bestie camps up under that for out number 1. It's going to bring up Cedric Bell. Bell is 0 for 2, the designated hitter. So, no, I'm sorry, he's 1 for 2. He struck out in the first inning and got a double to right field in the third inning. I was getting ready to say, I heard the PA announcer call. I said, wait a minute, I got quiet. I got nervous. So there's a big swing and a miss. So we'll get that. That threw me off for a minute. I thought I was missing something. It's actually 2 strikes now, offered up to the air. A ball hit well toward right center field. Going back on it is Denbesti, and Denbesti makes the grab. That ball jumped off like it was going somewhere, but this is a big park. 370 in the gaps, 330 down the line, and 405 to center field. I hadn't seen a field that big in a long time. So very nice dimensions here for the Privateers. It's going to bring up Ashton Lewis. He's been struck out twice. There's a ball popped up on the left side. Taylor Lewis runs out of real estate. And that is strike 1. Top half of the 5th inning. All tied at 3. The Panthers will have coming up in their bottom half of the 5th inning Shannon Washington, Carson Lee, and Darian Williams. Sanchez delivers a breaking ball. It falls right in for strike 2. Had a shaky start, but he's calmed down since then. Had 32 pitches in the first inning. And at the 3rd inning mark, after the 4th inning mark, he was up to, 80 pitches. So he's getting close to his day being ending, as it is a ball upstairs, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pitching from the windup. Sanchez checks in. Maya set. There's a swing and a foul tip into the midst for strikeout number 3. That is the hat trick for Mr. Ashton Lewis, and that is going to retire the the Braves. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on base. We have completed 5 innings. We're all tied at 3. You listen to Panther Baseball. We'll take us a break, and we'll be back before you can shake a lamb's tail, I promise you.
My name is Carmelita Lima, and this is my American story. I actually did 3 years of AmeriCorps, and during that time I was able to work for Habitat for Humanity. When I showed up on the site, there was a hole in the ground, and by the time we left, there was a house, and a woman could sweep her floor for the first time, and she just started crying, and we all hugged her, and it was just a moment that is burned in my memory. I encourage everybody to serve because it's just something that will bring light to your life. I don't know how else to explain it. It's a way of connecting to the world and giving back and showing love to people that you don't even know.
Every one of us has a role to play in making our communities and our country stronger. Discover yours. Help us continue to make a difference in the life of our nation. Go to serve.gov and find the opportunity that works for you. This message is brought to you by the Corporation for National and Community Service.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Prince here with you. We're entering into what's making this an official game. And I said we completed 5, but we're in the bottom of 5 right now. I get so excited sometimes, but it's okay. Leading off, we'll pop in straight up. Didn't chance to mention was Mr. Washington. And that's a short fly ball to right field for out number 1. Carson Lee is 0 for 2. He reached on an error by the shortstop in the fourth inning. He did score a run, and he was called out on strikes back in the first inning. So now Lynch opens up and misses for ball one. Makes it 1-0. Washington quickly got out with that fly ball to right field. There's another pitch inside. 2-0 is the count. 2-0 is the count. 3-3 is our score. Panthers and the Braves. That ball is upstairs. 2-3-0. Pitch offered up. Strike is called. You could almost bet $1 on $1 that if you walk away throwing that bat away and trying to convince Blue that that was a ball, you're going to get called every time. 3-1 is the count. The pitch by Lynch. That ball hit sharply down third base. That's going to be fair. In past Walker, rounding to get second base. That's going to be in time for Carson Lee with a one-out double. Said, Blue, I didn't want the walk. I wanted to hit anyway. So it's going to bring up now Darian Williams. So Williams will come to bat. He needs to be thinking to the right side of the field. That could possibly get the Panthers to lead here in the fifth inning. Lynch checks in, fires a breaking ball. The slow winder falls in for a strike. Williams got hit by a pitch and scored in the fourth inning and struck out in the second inning. So he's 0 for 1 on the day. Checks in, does Lynch. 5 sets up the pitch outside. Ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bottom of the fifth inning, all tied at 3. At second base is Carson Lee. Got the 1-out double to left field. Pass a diving Walker at third base. Stepping off now is Lynch. Sanchez has completed 5 innings of work, and he's been improving each valley. He had 1 hiccup in the first inning. That ball is downstairs. 2-1. Peyton Lynch is coming in, relief. This is his second inning. If I'm not mistaken, Alcorn went through 3 pitchers on yesterday. Pitch off and in. 3 balls and 1 strike is the case. 3-1's the count. 3-3 is our score. Runner at second base. A base hit would give the Panthers their first lead of the 2016 campaign. The pitch offered up. That ball hit sharply down foul third base side. A little faithful few that are here are very vocal. Baseball, either you get it or you just don't get it. The pitch offered a breaking ball downstairs, ball 4. So Williams works back-to-back walks. Runners at first and second is going to bring up the catcher, Ty Mai. Mai was hit by a pitch, but was out on the fielder's choice to 6-5. So Mai flying to center field in the second inning. 1 out. Behind him is Kaylor Lewis. The pitch. Breaking ball misses. Ball 1. Panthers trying to wheel their way through this one to get their first win of the season, first win in his collegiate coaching career for Antoine Riggins. Vibes comes out to talk over with his pitcher, Mr. Peyton Lynch. I want to remind you, Panthers will be going live tomorrow, 12 noon, taking on Grambling State Tigers. Not sure which field will we be at. but we'll be wherever they need us to be. Pre-game will start at 11:45. First pitch scheduled for 12 noon. High noon in New Orleans. Still haven't got that buffalo shrimp yet, but I still got a little time. The meeting has been adjourned, and the pitch, that ball is chopped foul. Oh, B. White blew the catch. Coach White had a chance and just muffed it. I got to give him a hard time about that one. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out. Runners at first and second. At first is Williams, Darian Williams, and Carson Lee in second base. And that ball is fouled right back. Almost knocked the lady's peanuts out of her hands. She was concentrating hard on the peanuts. She never moved. So count now goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes to Mr. Ty Mai. Ty could be a hero with a base hit right now. The pitch offered up. That was a ball hit. Foul down third base line. New set of balls being administered for the officials. We're ready to get back to work here. Lynch checks in, delivers. There's a ball hit toward left field, going back and making the grab was Lewis. And the runners will not advance. So it's going to be 2 outs. It's going to bring up Kaylor Lewis. So Lewis will come to the plate. Got a RBI single. His last at bat. Steps out of the box, and now they're ready to continue on. So Lynch is now ready. Recaptures his composure and delivers the pitch. There's a ball hit toward right field, and now it's coming back. First baseman makes the grab. Pop out to first base to retire the Panthers. The Panthers get no runs. They do get 1 hit, no errors, and leave 2 runners stranded on the pads. We've completed 5 this time, and it is all tied at 3. You listen to Panther Baseball. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back.
I know that as parents, we work hard to do everything right. We baby-proof our homes, put our kids in car seats, and learn what to do in an emergency. Yet most parents don't know that children could be poisoned by lead paint in their own homes. Lead poisoning causes permanent learning and behavior disorders, and the culprit is usually dust from peeling or chipping lead paint, which goes from the children's hands right into their mouths. Keep paint in good condition in your home, daycare, and other places where your children live and play. Ask your doctor to test your child for lead poisoning and get your home tested too. For more information on how to address lead paint problems safely, call 1-800-424-LEAD. This has been a public service announcement from the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Prince here with you. We are live from New Orleans, Louisiana, at Magistrate Field, home of the New Orleans Privateers, but currently the home of the Prairie View Panthers as they are hosting the Alcorn State Braves. And we're going to the top of the 6th inning. Patrick McMahon, Cedric Walker, and Moses Charles scheduled batters here in the top of the 6th inning. And I hope they don't mind me saying we got the head of officials here with us from the Southwestern Athletic Conference, Mr. Michael Fagan. Those who don't know, I'm sitting next to celebrity. He don't want to be celebrity, but his wife is the mayor of Tomball, Texas, back about 23 miles southeast or northeast of Prairie View. Mr. McMahon takes ball 1.
in this sixth inning. There's a ball hit right back up the middle, and that will be a base hit number 1 for Mr. McMahon. Shot right back up the middle. It's going to bring up Mr. Cedric Walker. Panthers have yet to turn a double play this season. We'll find out how that works out. As Walker will come up. Walker is 0 for 2, flying out to center field in the third inning and grounded out to shortstop back in the second inning. Not a huge lead at first base now by McMahon. Now showing bunt. Ball on the outside. 1-0. Walker squared around the show bunt. Crashing hard was Kaylor Lewis at third base. The pitch, the runner goes. There's a ball hit towards center field. Then Bessie got a good jump on it, makes the grab. The runner has to go back. He did not touch the base. He touched the base. He has to touch second again. They could appeal. He touched the base, and he has to touch it again to return back. I don't know if the coaching staff caught it. Oh, my. Then Bessie, meanwhile, makes a heck of a grab on the line drive. And, man, they might have blown that one in. I'm sitting right here with Coach Umpire Fagan. We both said the same thing, but that's why we're up here. There's another one. That could be a double play ball. That's hit, bobbled, and making a tag, and safe at first base. Ready to recover as second baseman Jones bobbled it for a second, but he was able to regain consciousness to get the 4 unassisted on McMahon, trying to advance to second base. And reaching on the fielder's choice will be Charles. So runner at first base is going to bring up LaDerrick Williams. Williams is 1 for 3 on the day. He takes strike 1. 0-1 is the count. Man, I got the nudge old coach on that one there. What a golden opportunity that was. You get out of here, and Sanchez saves a couple more pitches. That's down in the dirt. Good stop by the catcher, Mai. 1 ball and 1 strike. Can't appeal it now. He had too many plays to go in between. So the 1-1 pitch offered up. The runner goes again. The strike is called. A throw not in time by Mai. It's going to be a stolen base. 1-2 is the count. Stolen base for Moses Charles. So right now, Sanchez, all he needs to do is focus on the batter. Now he's up with 2 outs here in the 6th inning. All tied at 3. Panthers and the Braves. Looks like an inter-squad game. Both teams in their white uniforms. Both teams represent the purple and the gold. Alcorn is showing the old gold. The Panthers are showing the new age gold. The pitch offered up. Check swing dropped by Ty Mai. That's just fun to say his name. Ty Mai. 2-2 is the count now. Edgar Sanchez back on the rubber. Runner at second base. The pitch down in the dirt. Another good stop by Mai. Makes it now 4 count. On deck will be Wallace Rios. Edgar digging down deep right now. You can hear PV Nation cheering him on. Can't lose it. The payoff pitch on the way. Kicks, fires, breaking ball, fouled, and they'll do it again. If I had to guess, I would say this place could hold roughly 1,000 people looking at the stands. Wesley Borough Stadium holds 677. And I got to say it, I'm fairly impressed with this. I like what they did at Wesley Borough, but this is a natural grass field, and it looks good, especially for this time of year. It is great.
So now they get a new set of balls. Sanchez laboring slightly, but he is a trooper. Looks like some bullpen activity, but we're trying to see if we can figure that one out in less than a second. There's a swing and a miss, and a great job of getting out of that jam, picking up another strikeout, and that will retire the Braves here in the sixth inning. That is strikeout number 6 for Mr. Edgar Sanchez. And we're going to the bottom of the 6th, all tied at 3. You listen to Panther Baseball. We'll be right back.
Go Caleb! Come on, hit a homer, Jesse.
Let's go, guys.
Hey, did you guys know that kids who play sports earn more money when they grow up?
Of course. I knew that.
Hey, did you guys know that kids who read books have a bigger vocabulary?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Wow, thanks. Did you guys know that friendly children have more friends?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah,
mm-hmm.
yeah.
That's true. I knew that. Did you guys know that winter babies are better at music?
Everyone knows that.
Oh, yeah?
Pretty obvious.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
obvious.
Oh, hey, guys, did you know that most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
Huh. I didn't know that.
I'm pretty sure I knew that. I'm pretty sure you did.
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right car seat at the right age and size. Visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat to make sure your child is protected. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we go here to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Look like we got a new pitcher for the Braves. We'll give you his name here. It looks like Nick Brooks, right-handed pitcher out of Starkville, Mississippi. Went to Etowah Community College. So we will add that. Will be Mr. Nick Brooks. So Brooks will be the 3rd pitcher of the day, the 6th in 2 days for the Braves. And the way I'm angled, I couldn't tell you who was warming up in the Panthers bullpen if my life depended on it, so we'll leave that one alone. But do know that there is some action, because unofficially we have Mr. Edgar Sanchez at 101 pitches. As we get ready now to start this bottom of the 6th inning, Kevin Macias leading off for the Panthers, all tied at 3. First pitch falls in for strike 1. As we get it going right now. Both teams coming off of losses on yesterday. New Orleans was victorious over Alcorn 12-3. As that ball is fouled back out of play. 0-2, and Louisiana Tech over the Panthers 7-0. Only one earned run, though, given up by the Panthers, and they had 5 errors. I've mentioned you won't beat a T-ball team giving up 5 errors. So the 0-2 pitch offered up upstairs, ball 1. But I find it ironic, and only in baseball does this really happen. They had Louisiana Tech Bulldogs with 3 earned runs. We wasn't the home team, though, so we can't argue that. Pass the ball downstairs, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The only earned run was the home run given up by Philpott. Everyone else scored after reaching by error. There's a breaking ball in the dirt. Good stop by the catcher, Vise, and it now makes it a full count. On deck will be Cody Dendesti. All tied at 3 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Mike Brent's here with you live from New Orleans, Louisiana. The payoff pitch on the way. There's a ball jamming the batter, but he's able to fight it off. Speaking of fighting off, I left my wife home and she's test driving cars. Have fun, honey. Have fun. The payoff pitch offered up downstairs, ball 4. And that will bring Cody Dembesti. Now, Macias has pretty decent speed. And the way a lot of managers are doing things right now, they put that number 9 guy in the hole as a second leadoff guy. And it's working out here. We'll see. But Dembesti has a good stick. He's 1 for 3 on today. 1 for 2. He got walked and scored a run, got a stolen base, struck out, and had a single to center field his last at bat. The runner does not go. Showing bunt, but the ball is upstairs for ball 1. So now, playing in at third base will be Walker for the Braves after Dembesti shows bunt. Playing double play depth up the middle, holding the runner on at first base, and straight away center field. Well, kind of slightly playing him to the left center. There's the center fielder, Williams. Straight away in the right field and left field area, there's a swing and a miss. And with that swing, it looks like Dembesti was trying to go to left center. So it makes it all even at 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out. Runner at first base. Reaching them by the free pass. They check the runner over. Everybody's back in time. Panthers got a run in the first inning, 2 runs in the fourth inning. And that tied this contest up. Bunt being laid down, first base, and pitcher. Oh, and that's going to be an E1 as the pitcher, Brooks, fielded the ball, but he underhanded. He did have time, but rushing the throw, underhanded and just threw it over everybody's head. So runners will be at first and second. That has prompted immediate bullpen alertness. Sprinting down to the bullpen right now, number 35, Carlos Lopez. Lopez out of Puerto Rico. So it's going to bring up Rashad Jones. Rashad Jones stepping in. This should be another bunt situation we're going to see here. And he does square around. He bunts that one, and it's going to be foul. Now, the only problem I'm having with that is a sacrifice. It looked like he was trying to bunt to get the base hit. So it's going to keep the runners at first and second. Nobody out here in the 6th inning. So Brooks now pitching from the stretch, coming in. Not holding the runner on at first base is Carroll. Playing back at the bag is Walker, third base. So now the pitch by Brooks, showing bunt again. This time it's outside. Makes the count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 1 is the count. 3-3 is our score. Runners at first and second. Macias with decent speed. There's a push toward first base and a great job to push the runners over. The sacrifice, 3 unassisted. Runners advance 90 feet, and it's going to bring up the man you want to have up there, Angel Avalos, the number 3 hole hitter, coming up with a base hit to open this thing up for the Panthers. They look like they're going to give him the intentional pass to load it up for designated hitter Shannon Washington. Now, back when I played, they used to just say, put him on. And now you got to pitch it because you never can tell what happens. So this will be the intentional walk. One more, and he'll have his free pass, and it will juice him up for Shannon Washington. How many times do you intentionally walk the pitch to your cleanup back? But knowing the situation here, you got to have forces all the way around. You do have one out, and it's going to bring up Shannon Washington. Washington is 0 for 2. Fly to left, fly to right. Does that mean he's about to hit a line drive to center field? We shall see. The pitch by Brooks. Oh, and it hits the batter. And that's an RBI the hard way. It's going to bring in Macias and give the Panthers their first lead of the 2016 season. So it brings up Carson Lee. Carson Lee has reached by an error in the fourth inning, struck out, caught out on strikes in the first inning, and his last at bat was a double to left field. Bases loaded. Panthers take the lead 4-3 here in the sixth inning. Brooks pitches. There's a ball hit foul down the first baseline for strike one. 0-1 is the count. 4-3 is our score. Panthers trying to add to that here in the bottom half of the sixth inning. Brooks checking. Vive sets up the pitch. Outside, ball one. 1-1 is the count. Panthers and the Braves, the East versus the West out of the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Brooks steps in, sets, kicks, fires. There's a ball hit toward the right side, foul. And it will bring us to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Panthers, I would like to think that we've seen the last of Mr. Edgar Sanchez. He's gone 6 innings and has thrown 101 pitches unofficially. We'll find out when this inning has been complete. There's a ball in the dirt. That gets past the catcher, Vives, and a run will score. It's going to be a pass ball as Denbesti brings it in to give the Panthers a 5-3 lead, and everyone else will advance up 90 feet. Makes the count at 2-2. So that will be an E2. Now the infield is playing in to try to stop the bleeding. The 2-2 pitch. That ball is hit well toward left field, going back and gone. Home run for Carson Lee. A 3-run homer to left field, and it has bust this game open. Carson Lee takes it deep to left field, and the Panthers have finally broken out. Took the 2-2 pitch to left center field, a no-doubter. And you're talking about a good night shot. There's a heel that sits over the outfield wall, and it hits the top of the heel and rolls over. All the King horses and all the King's men couldn't put Humpty together again, as Brooks looks like he's going to get the hook. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back with more Panther baseball. Panthers have broken out a total of 5 runs thus far, and there's still only 1 out. You listen to Panther baseball exclusively on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Mike Prince here with you. Going to take a pause for the calls as a new pitcher will come in to get acclimated to everything that's going on, and we'll be right back.
You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the official voice of Waller County Athletics. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but stay tuned. We'll be right back with more live coverage. You can keep up with us on Twitter at OBN_radio. You can follow us on iHeartRadio. Go to iHeartRadio.com, hit the talk section. From there, go to sports and look for OBN Sports. You can like our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network. Be sure to follow us on Spreaker.com. Look for Open Mic Broadcast Network. You can also send us an email at ombnetwork@gmail.com. And don't forget, you can always follow us at our website at KTORradio.com. The station designed with you in mind, the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Prince here with you. A new pitcher on the mound is Mr. Carlos Lopez. Mr. Lopez comes to us by way of Puerto Rico Baseball Academy, as he is 6'3", 240-pounder, says he's a freshman. That's what they say. That's what we'll take. Ball downstairs as he will face Mr. Darian Williams. 1 out here in the 6th inning. Panthers have pushed 5 across the boards. There's a ball hit sharply down field left. Foul ball, strike 1. Williams turning on that one. Turned on it too much. Been told that there were 11 home runs hit in the Texas Southern game on last night. Sound like a softball tournament. And a triple play. So you had all the excitement going on, but the Panthers right now with 5 runs here in the 6th inning. Breaking ball misses from Lopez. Makes it 2 balls and 1 strike. 5 in the 6th, 2 in the 4th, and 1 in the 1st. 8-3, Panthers on top. There's a pitch hitting the outside corner. Makes it 2 balls and 2 strikes. Williams got walked his last at bat, and before that he was hit by a pitch and scored a run. That's a ball downstairs. Makes it full count now. Payoff pitch about to be offered up by Lopez to Williams. Williams struck out back in the 2nd inning. So now checking. Fire, the payoff pitch. Swung on and missed, and Williams goes down for the 2nd time on strikeouts. It's going to bring up 2 outs now. Going to bring the catcher, Ty Mai. Ty Mai coming in. Flied out to left field his last at bat. Got hit by a pitch and flied out to center field. 0 for 2 on the day. Misses outside. Ball 1. Panthers having what you would call the breakout game. There's 2 errors in this inning. And that's a ball downstairs. It just goes to show when you make errors, good teams execute off of it in most cases. So it is 2-0 to count. Lopez with the pitch. That ball just missing. Low in. 3-0 is the count. Panthers have done their damage. There was a strike call. A run come in off a hit pitch. Hit batter with the bases loaded. Brought Shannon Washington, got an RBI. Then a 3-run home run. That ball hit right back to the pitcher. Lopez steps and throws for the 1-3 putout to retire the Panthers, but the Panthers explode for 5 runs in that inning
There were a total of 1 hit. 1 hit. 1 error, no, 2 errors, and 1 runner. No runners left on. We've completed 6. That was an exhausting inning. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
My gosh, I'm gonna let go. Oh my.
This is Usher. I use my music, talent, and friends to power change. I spent years mentoring youth and have seen how volunteering and service teaches young people the skills they need to become leaders and sets them on the path to success. This is about you. It's about your power. It's about creating change on your terms by volunteering. The truth is, you can do anything. You can read with kids, clean up a park, organize a clothing drive, become a mentor, or support veterans and military families. Just find something that moves you and do it. Go to serve.gov and join me in answering the President's call to service. The needs we face are great, but together we can be the solution. Find your power to serve. Give it more. And go to serve.gov today. This message is brought to you by United We Serve and the Corporation for National and Community Service.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Prince here with you. As predicted, we have a new pitcher for the Panthers, and it is Mr. Joe Mack. Joe Mack coming in to relieve Mr. Sanchez, who had a total of 101 pitches. Try to give you his line score here in just a moment, but tell you a little bit about Joe Mack, a young man out of Houston, Texas, went to San Jac, transferred from San Jac, lefty, 6'2", 180-pounder, good live fastball. Throws a changeup and a slider from time to time. He'll come in here in the top of the 7th inning. He'll face off against Wallace Rios, Colin Carroll, and Walter Vives. Rios got 2 hits, 2 for 2, and 2 for 3. He reached on a fielder's choice. Mack will come in, get some work done, and try to keep things secure for the Panthers starting off this 7th inning. The lefty-on-lefty battle begins with a ball on the outside corner from Mack. Mack coming in, going right back to work, ready to deliver. Missing again, 2-0. Here's the count. Mike Prince here with you. We're live from New Orleans, Louisiana. Panthers with an early game today. At all speed falls in for strike 1. Do the change up to get the strike call. So Mack now trying to work from back. Taking his time, checking in with my set. Mack delivers. As a strike on the outside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Panthers exploding for 5 runs in the 6th inning. Broke what at one point was a 3-3 tie. The pitch offered up, swung on and missed. It gets by Mai, bounces back. Will he get it in time? The throw is not in time. So the runner will advance, strike out. That looked like a pass ball. So that will bring up Colin Carroll. Now, you can make that up with a double play ball. Yeah. Coach Riggins and the Panthers. Carroll popped out to the shortstop his last at bat. He got a double for an RBI and a single for an RBI. So he's been effective, and that takes a ball in the 3rd. 1-0 is the count. Hopefully Mack can get that strikeout out of his head.
The runner, he's looking at the runner. I struck you out, and you had first base. If he shows a move over there at first, does go back. And maybe it was my eyes playing tricks on me. It looked like his knee may have buckled the first time, but I do wear glasses. So Mack now ready, pitching from the stretch, lefty, with a runner at first base. Carroll awaits the pitch. The delivery. Swung on and missed for strike one. 1 ball and 1 strike. Nobody out officially, even though there's a strikeout. That's why pitchers are special. Mack checks, fires, downstairs. 2-1. 2-1 is the count. 8-3 is our score here in the 7th inning. Top of the 7th inning. Panthers are the home team. Trying to work things out signal-wise as far as he and Joe Mack communicating. He comes out, chats with him for a minute, and goes back. 1 is fastball, 2 is curve, 3 is duck. Coming by now, ready to get things going. They got another game going on. I think it's a televised game between New Orleans, University of New Orleans, and Louisiana Tech on the MLB network. So now we're a little lull in play action right now, and they think they're getting things going. Pitch offered up. There's a ball hit down the third base line, getting past the diving Lewis, and it's going to bring runners at first and second with nobody out. It's going to bring up Walter Vise. I guess I could ask you, we'll try to get it set up since I got the officiating umpire crew. There's going to be a time clock, a 20-second time clock introduced to the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Not this point in time, and it's speak it. So it looks like now pitching coach, Mr. Terry Burrell, will come out to settle Joe Mack down just for a second. And speaking of, want to give a shout-out again to Miss Tessie Burrell. She's recovering from an illness. Your baby boy is out here doing his thing, Mama Burrell. Talking to his pitcher, telling him to calm down, say, we got a 5-run lead. Let's not give it back. So that was broken up. Meanwhile, Alcorn coaching staff taking advantage of some opportunities. Got the head coach, Richardson, coaching third base. And it looks like Oscar Reed coaching first base. Beaton's broken up. Pitch is outside for ball 1 to Walter Vise. Usually after the pitcher's coach's discussion, 1 or 2 things happen. It's either a strike or a home run. But in this case, it was a ball. That ball is off the mitt of mine for ball 2. And it is quickly 2-0 to the Alcorn batter. Picked off up, down in the dirt, another stop this time by Mai. And Mack might be overthrowing just a little bit. One thing about it, when you got a young man that can throw hard, he gets in a jam, he wants to throw harder. So now the 3-0 pitch by Mack offered up, and that's ball 4. Bases are now loaded. And I can imagine, and that's going to be it for Joe Mack, because I was going to say I can imagine Coach Riggins is pulling his hair out right about now. And that is going to be a done day for Mack. We'll take a break
and find out who will be the next hurler for the Panthers, as the Panthers are holding on to an 8-3 lead here in the 7th inning of play. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back.
You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the official voice of Waller County Athletics. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but stay tuned. We'll be right back with more live coverage. You can keep up with us on Twitter at OBN_radio. You can follow us on iHeartRadio. Go to iHeartRadio.com, hit the talk section. From there, go to sports and look for OBN Sports. You can like our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network. Be sure to follow us on Spreaker.com. Look for Open Mic Broadcast Network. You can also send us an email at ombnetwork@gmail.com. And don't forget, you can always follow us at our website at ktorradio.com. The station designed with you in mind, the Open Mic Broadcast Network. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the official voice of Waller County Athletics. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but stay tuned. We'll be right back with more live coverage. You can keep up with us on Twitter at OBN_radio. You can follow us on iHeartRadio. Go to iHeartRadio.com, hit the talk section. From there, go to sports and look for OBN Sports. You can like our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network. Be sure to follow us on Spreaker.com. Look for Open Mic Broadcast Network.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The new pitcher is Mr. Alex Richardson. And he faces, oh my goodness, Cedric Bell, and he just blew a heater right down. Wow. I was just about to tell you some information on him, but he just haired up, as my grandmother would say, and chunked it. As that ball hits the batter, and it's going to bring in a run. An RBI the hard way. Everybody will advance 90 feet, and it now makes it 8-4. We'll give you about Richardson here. Richardson is 6'2", 220-pounder out of Houston, Texas. Went to Vernon College and replaced Joe Mack. Joe Mack only threw 11 pitches. So there's a pinch hitter now. Justin, swing and a miss. Justin Bonner batting for Lewis in left field. Bonner takes swing and a miss, 0-1. Second pitch, just missing.
You missed the call there. 1 ball,
1 strike, and PV Nation not agreeing with that call. So the 1-1 pitch, the slow winder, missing upstairs. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 is the count. Bases are loaded. 8-4, Panthers on top. Just scored 5 runs in the 7th inning. There's a big swing and a miss, and it is now all even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Infield playing double play, depth up the middle and on the corners. The pitch. There's a ball hit toward shortstop. It could be the play at the plate, and they got the force out. Got the force out, so it's going to go 6-2 to retire the lead run and reaching by fielder's choice. Now, that actually was a good play. If it's 2 outs, I'd like to see him go for the double play. But I still probably would like to see him go for the double play. Who am I kidding? But nonetheless, it's going to bring up Patrick McMahon. So McMahon will come up Base is still loaded. He takes ball one. McMahon got a single up the middle his last at bat. He's 1 for 3 on the day. There's a ball hit sharply down the right field line. That's going to bring in 1 run. Another run being waved in, and they're going to hold the runners at second and third as McMahon gets the RBI, 2 RBI single. And the advance on the throw is going to bring in 2 runs. So it is now an 8-6 ball game, bringing up Cedric Walker. Panthers trying to finish this thing on the upside. There's a ball hit well toward left center field, going back to the wall, and this ball is gone. 3-run homer by Cedric Walker, and just like that, the Panthers blow a 5-run lead. Wow. One good turn deserves another. The Panthers get a 3-run homer, and it turns right back around. Alcorn gets a 3-run homer, and the Panthers get a 5-run 6th inning, and Alcorn gets a 6-run 7th inning. And they continue on as up the bat now will be Moses Charles. He takes ball 1. Wow. Ball 2 now. Alcorn has come back to take the lead after the Panthers get a 5-run lead in the 6th inning. Only in baseball. Wow. Now they're ready to get back to play. The 2-0 pitch being offered up. That's down. And it looks like Richardson might be a little shaken up right about now. Pitching from the windup. The 3-0 pitch being offered up to Charles. Stops, kicks, fires, and a strike is called. There is 1 out. Makes now, if you get that double play, you might not be in this situation. A strike is called. Once again, proving my theory, Moses Charles trying to run down first base. Blue say, come on back here, let's try it again. Payoff pitch now on the way. Swung on a high chop towards second base. Make the grab. The throw! Oh, not in time, but what a play by Jones at second base to even make it close of a play. But hustling all the way was Moses Charles. That's going to be an infield single. It's going to bring up now LaDerrick Williams. Williams coming up. He swings and misses. Strike 1. Williams is 1 for 4 on the day. 9-8 here in the top of the 7th inning. Just when you thought it was safe. Ready to go back, man. Checking the runner again. Now, being an old catcher, when I got a pitcher throwing over and over and over, you might be asking for some help. Richardson being very methodical right now in this approach. Now he delivers. There's a swing and a miss, and it is 0-2. On deck will be Wallace Rios. And unless a double play is acquired right here, the Braves would have batted around here in the 7th inning. Checking the runner. Back in time. 9-8 is our score. Top of the 7th inning. Panthers get 5 runs in the 5th. There's a ball hit toward third base and in between the legs of Lewis. Taylor made double play there and could not handle it. And that will be an E5. It's going to bring up now Wallace Rios. Rios is coming up here now. He struck out. There's a strike call. He struck out and reached on the pass ball. Wow. What a nightmare this one's been. Richardson's delivery. Down in the dirt. Mai making a good stop. 1 ball and 1 strike. Rio started this inning off with a strikeout, scored. There's a ball pulled foul down first base line, makes it 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 2 is the count. 9-8 is our score. Richardson pitching from the stretch right now. Delivers. There's a ball, another one chopped foul. And it will hold at 1 and 2. The 10th batter to face the plate this inning. There's a ball hit in the gap, and that's going to be a run to be scored. The throw from right field is not going to be in time up the line. And that will allow Charles to score. The runner will end up at third base, and an RBI single to right field, and advancing on the throw to second. Oh, no, yeah. He didn't advance. He just stayed at first. I'm sorry. I thought he advanced. So the runner does advance to third, so runners are in the corner. And here comes Coach Riggins. Riggins will come and make a discussion or a decision. Does not look like. Oh, and there's another hook being pulled. And that's it for Richardson. We'll take us another break. And we'll be right back. Panthers struggling at this moment, trailing by the score now of 10-8. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the official voice of Waller County Athletics. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but stay tuned. We'll be right back with more live coverage. You can keep up with us on Twitter at OBN_radio. You can follow us on iHeartRadio. Go to iHeartRadio.com, hit the talk section. From there, go to sports and look for OBN Sports. You can like our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network. Be sure to follow us on Spreaker.com. Look for Open Mic Broadcast Network. You can also send us an email at ombnetwork@gmail.com.
KTORradio.com. And don't forget, you can always follow us at our website at KTORradio.com. The station designed with you in mind, the Open Mic Broadcast Network. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the official voice of Waller County Athletics. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but stay tuned. We'll be right back with more live coverage. You can keep up with us on Twitter at OBN_radio. You can follow us on iHeartRadio. Go to iHeartRadio.com, hit the talk section. From there, go to sports and look for OBN Sports. You can like our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We have a return of Mr. Edward Robledo. Robledo pitched 62 pitches unofficially on yesterday. He'll come in to face Mr. Colin Carroll. Carroll will come in. Got runners on the corner for Robledo. And it looks like are they walking him? And they are going to walk Carroll. You got a double play in order. And you're going to face Vs. So they'll put on the base is loaded. Double play is in order, though. I'm going to have to ask Coach about that one. And that will be the free pass. That's going to load the bases up now for the Braves. It's going to bring up Walter Vs. Vs is 2 for 3. 2 singles, one to center field, one to left field, a fly out to center field. He walked and scored. Seems like everybody walked and scored in the 7th inning. So now the pitch offered up is a strike from Robledo. This has been a 7-run 7th inning for the Braves. The pitch. There's a ball hit towards second base. This could be the double play they needed. There's the 6-4-3 double play. And Robledo comes out to get out of the jam, but the damage has severely been done. 7 runs off of a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. One error. Actually, yeah, just 1 error. And 1 runner left on the base pass. Boy, we finally got through all of that. Good night, Irene. And we have played 6.5. The Panthers trailing by the score of 10-8. We'll take a break and be right back.
My name is Carmelita Lima, and this is my American story. I actually did 3 years of AmeriCorps, and during that time I was able to work for Habitat for Humanity. When I showed up on the site, there was a hole in the ground, and by the time we left, there was a house, and a woman could sweep her floor for the first time, and she just started crying, and we all hugged her, and it was just a moment that is burned in my memory. I encourage everybody to serve because it's just something that will bring light to your life. I don't know how to explain it. It's a way of connecting to the world and giving back and showing love to people that you don't even know.
Every one of us has a role to play in making our communities and our country stronger. Discover yours. Help us continue to make a difference in the life of our nation. Go to serve.gov and find the opportunity that works for you. This message is brought to you by the Corporation for National and Community Service.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're starting off this bottom of the seventh inning. Panthers, batter is going to be hit. As that was Kayla Lewis, who took one for the team right on the hip. Brings up Kevin Macias now. So Charles Lopez, and now we got possibly another change coming out as Coach Richardson now coming out. You think these guys don't want this win? They're talking about exhibition. They want to make sure that they get this thing taken care of, and that looks like another pitcher is coming in. And just when you thought it was safe, and they're going to go back and do it all over again. New pitcher coming out. We'll take a break. We'll tell you all about it when we return. Panthers trailing, but trying to make a comeback.
We've been telling people how quick and easy it is to apply for Medicare online, even if you're not ready to apply for retirement benefits. But the best advocates are the people out there who are using the applications. Filing for Medicare online was simple, and I couldn't believe what little time it took to complete. Filing online took less than 5 minutes from start to finish. I am stunned and amazed at how quick and easy this really was. Find out just how easy it is. Visit www.socialsecurity.gov/Medicare only. You may be done with your application before the next song is over. That's www.socialsecurity.gov/Medicare only.
Every year, millions of teens work to earn extra money and learn important skills. But certain jobs can jeopardize your health or well-being. So know the rules. First, the hours you can work. If you're 14 or 15, you can only work for 3 hours on a school day and for 8 hours on a non-school day. Also, if you're 14 or 15, you may not work before 7 a.m. or after 7 p.m., except from June 1st through Labor Day, when you can work later, up to 9 p.m. Next, and really important, hazardous jobs. If you're under 18, jobs such as roofing, operating dangerous equipment, and most driving jobs are off limits. So work safe. For more information, call the U.S. Department of Labor's toll-free helpline at 1-866-4US-WAGE or visit youthrules.dol.gov. A message from the U.S. Department of Labor.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. New pitcher is Mr. David Corona. Comes in facing Kevin Macias, and he is quickly in the hole 2-0 to the Panthers shortstop. Corona's delivery is a strike call. So with a name like Corona, you got to figure he comes in relaxed and ready to go. At first base is Kayla Lewis. There is another strike called, and it is quickly now 2 balls and 2 strikes to Macias here. Daniel Corona is from Corona, New York. Went to Clarendon College. That ball is fouled back out of play. And the count will hold at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Panthers at one point was on top 8-3. That ball gets past the catcher, and advancing to second base will be Lewis. Runner now in scoring position. here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. 7-run inning for the Braves in the 7th inning. After the Panthers had got 5 runs in the 6th inning. Now, Corona delivers. There's a ball foul back out of play. And it will hold it 3-2. Ready to go back to work. Sets, kicks, fires. There's the ball hit right back up the middle off the pitcher, and that's going to be a base hit for sure. We want to make sure that the pitcher is okay. But right in the midsection, as Macias comes through with a solid single, and they're going to check him out. That's just mandatory. That ball gets back. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We do apologize about that. We had a technical challenge, but we're back. Do apologize. We got a new batter, Cedric Bell. Cedric Bell is facing Robledo. It is a 3-2 count now here in the top of the 8th inning. The pitch on the way. Ball hit sharply. Foul. And we're back to action here. Three-two is the count. The payoff pitch by Robledo. That ball's fouled back out of play. And we are still working things out. The payoff pitch. That ball hit up the middle and diving to try to knock it down with second baseman playing extremely deep on that one. It's going to be a base hit up the middle. Start this 8th inning off, and it's going to bring up Mr. Justin Barna. Justin Barna came in to bat in the 7th inning as he will take a strike call. Oh, and 1 is the count. 10-10 is our score here in the 10th inning, the 8th inning. Ball fouled down third base line. 0-2 is the count. Been a total of 5 pitchers for the Braves and 4 pitchers for the Panthers. Leto in his 2nd inning of work. There's a ball hit right back up the middle, playing it, and a 4-3 double play. No, he didn't get it. He dropped the ball, but what an effort by the second baseman. Oh, wow. So that'll go 4 unassisted and almost got the 3. And that's going to be an E3. Runner on base is going to bring up now Patrick McMahon. Wow. Great job by Jones going to his right side. Stepped on the bag and threw it. And Avalos couldn't make the dig on that one. Ball missing outside. 1-0 is the count. The pitch, there's one foul straight back, and we're all even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Panthers at one point looked like they were well off in the driver's seat. Then the wagon wheel got loose and fell off. There's a strike called on the outside corner. The Braves, meanwhile, they got 1 run in the first, 2 in the third, and 7 in the 7th. Got their 10 runs. Pitch off it up. There's a ball. This could be another double play opportunity. The 4-6 and couldn't get it out. The shoot was Macias, so that'll go 4-6 to retire the lead runner, Barner, and reaching by fielder's choice will be McMahon. Is going to bring up now Cedric Walker. Walker got the big 3-run homer back in the 7th inning. 2 outs here in the top half of the 8th inning, all tied at 10. The pitch is a ball. Want to know if you just joined us, we had us a brief interruption in the broadcast. We do apologize about that. Some things happen when you deal with technology. The runner goes, a swing and a miss. The throw is out. Well, he was called out anyway, but they're going to. So it's going to be thrown out. There's going to be 2-4 on the steal attempt, and that will retire the Braves. No runs off of 1 hit, no errors, and no runners left on base. We've completed 7.5. We're tied at 10. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
In the last 30 years, childhood obesity in America has tripled. Today, 1 in 3 kids is already overweight or obese. This is registered dietitian Melissa Joy Dobbins for the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics. Good nutrition is key to fighting childhood obesity. These tips can help your child stay healthy. Recruit them to the kitchen. Preparing meals teaches kids about healthy foods like lean proteins, fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and low-fat dairy. Make sure to get 60 minutes of physical activity every day. Make it a family activity. And avoid sugary or caffeinated beverages. Give kids water, low-fat milk, and 100% fruit juices. To keep your whole family healthy, see a registered dietitian and visit www.eatright.org. Encouraging you to eat right, I'm registered dietitian Melissa Joy Dobbins with the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Prince here with you. We're headed to the bottom half of the 8th inning. We had a little delay in action right now. Look like some changes might be taking place. At third base, it looks like there's a replacement player for the Braves, number 8, Mr. Robert Fletcher. We'll go ahead and put Mr. Fletcher in here. And see if the shortstop looks like is it still Charles? Yes, sir. And we got a new pitcher in for the Braves now. Number 1 will be Cedric Walker. Cedric Walker will now come in to pitch. So Cedric Walker goes from the hot corner to the hot seat. We got all that worked out and finally figured out. So we're ready to resume play. So they got everything set up now, and we look like we can continue on here. And I've been a busy camper. I've got a lot of people been texting in. Thank you guys for your kind words and your support of Panther baseball, in particular SWAC baseball. So we'll come around here now and see what Mr. Walker has to offer. He'll come up and face against Carson Lee in this 8th inning. There's a ball hit straight up on the infield and making the grab after appear to be a little battle by Rios for out number 1 here in the 8th inning. Just want to bring up now Williams. At least that's who's scheduled to come up. Well, it looks like there's going to be a pinch hitter. Rodriguez will now come in back for the Panthers as he will take strike 1. This Gabriel Rodriguez, outfield out of Richmond, Texas, Stafford High School. As Rodriguez fouls one back, makes it 0-2. Rodriguez now coming in with an 0-2 count. Coming from Walker. He swings and misses and goes down. So Rodriguez coming in the 8th inning, and he goes down on strikes. So it's going to bring the catcher now, Ty Mai. Ty Mai is 0 for 3. Hits one toward right field, and the second baseman, Rios, makes that grab. And that was a quick deal of work for the Panthers in this 8th inning. 3 up, 3 down. We are headed to the top of the 9th inning, all tied at 10. Panthers pitching will face Cedric Walker, Moses Charles, and Mr. LaDerrick Williams. You listen to Panther baseball, trying to find a way to hold on yet again. We'll take us a break, and we'll be right back. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics.
Childhood obesity is an epidemic in the U.S. However, breastfeeding from birth can help prevent childhood obesity. Obese kids are more likely to become obese adults who suffer from chronic diseases such as diabetes and heart disease. Every month a baby is breastfed, the chance of becoming overweight goes down, but a third of moms stop breastfeeding without hospital support. With nearly 500 babies born in U.S. hospitals every hour, hospitals play a vital role in helping a new mom start and continue breastfeeding. Yet about 95% of hospitals lack policies that fully support breastfeeding. There are 10 steps hospitals can take to support breastfeeding moms. These include making sure moms have time to learn how to breastfeed, are able to breastfeed as often as their baby needs, and that they know where to get help when they go home. Learn more about how hospitals can support breastfeeding moms at www.cdc.gov/vital-signs.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Mike French here with you as we are in the top half of the 9th inning, all tied at 10. Panthers and the Braves. Total of 3, 6, 7, 12, 13 hits for the Braves, according to my record. And 3, 4, 5, 7 hits for the Panthers. 10 runs for both guys. As they'll get ready to start this top of the 9th inning off.
as Mr. Cedric Walker now on the mound will lead off this inning for the Braves. Pitch being offered up by Robledo. Hits sharply toward third base, making the grab and the throw. That is a new third baseman now. Looks like 29 is playing third base for the Panthers. That was David Drake making that grab for the 5-3 put out. Drake makes the grab. They didn't announce that pitch, that defensive change. So the ball hits sharply to center field as Moses Charles gets his second hit in as many at-bats. Moses gets the one-out single. As we will come now to the top of the lineup, LaDerrick Williams checking the runner over at first base and back in time. Panthers trying to find a way to sneak this game back. Oh, I hit the batter. You can hear it up here. As that is a hit by a batter. Unlike yesterday's event, you got to make an attempt to get out of the way this year before they're not going to just let you roll into it, as we say, take one for the team. So you have to show. Reminds me of old baseball coach John Tankersley. Kid was struggling at the plate. And he just said, lean in and let it hit you. Oh, man. So you want to bring up now Wallace Rios, second baseman for the Braves. Pitch off it up. There's a big swing and a miss. Strike one. So Drake is at third base. Garcia is still at shortstop. There's a ball fouled back out of play. 0-2 is the count. The Panthers trying to hold on here. Top of the ninth inning. Pitch from Robledo. Good stop. And the runners will advance, even though it was a good stop by Mai. Runners advance 90 feet now. Second and third. Double play is gone. The infield will now probably scoot in to try to keep the runners at bay. Infield adjusting, outfield adjusting in as well, even though it's back deep in left field for Lee. So now the infield creeping in. Runners at second and third base. Stepping out of the box with the 1-2 count is Rios. Robledo's delivered. There's a swing and a miss. And what a strikeout in clutch time by Edward Robledo. Wow. By nature, this guy should be one of your starters, but he's one of the better ones coming out of the mound, and he's showing some rubbery tendons in that arm. He is through 62 pitches yesterday and using them again today. As now coming up is Carroll, and it looks like Carroll's going to get the intentional walk, which is going to have Walter Vise come back up. So this is as many
intentionals, back-to-back intentionals for this young man. That will be another free pass offered up. On to bring up Mr. Vise. So Mr. Vise might want to be taking these kind of personal now. So you can walk the man twice to get to me. Let's hope it doesn't backfire. Bases now loaded. 2 outs in the top of the 9th inning. The pitch, breaking ball, strike, call. That was one of them lull to sleep pitches there. It didn't look like it was much on it. It just kept breaking and breaking right back into the strike zone. So Robledo now stepping off the mound. He's walking back, and they did a little gesturing toward the Alcorn dugout. Not sure what that was about. Ready to go back to work now. The pitch in the dirt. Good stop by Mai. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs. Top of the 9th inning. All tied at 10. Panthers trying to recover from blowing a 5-run lead in the 6th inning to turn around and give up 7 runs in the 7th inning. 1 out away from trying to win it in the bottom half of the 9th inning. The pitch down in the dirt. Squeaks away from Mai, but not far enough for Mr. Moses Charles to advance from third base.
That's your heel, kid. Work that heel. That's your heel, kid. Kid the heel.
So now working it. 2 balls, 1 strike, delivery. That ball is hit sharply foul down the right field line. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 9th inning. Every baseball kid's dream right here, either to be at the plate or on the mound. In this case, you have Edward Robledo facing off against Walter Vise. For one, it will be a dream come true. For the other, it'll be a nightmare. The 2-2 pitch being offered up. Robledo checks in, fires, delivers. Oh, my goodness. That's the ball. And the tension mounts yet again. Bases are loaded. The payoff pitch is on the way. And the runners will be going, and the tension will get even more. The pitch, there's the ball hit toward the right center field. Going back, camping up under it, making a grab for the out. As the Panthers get the big out. Coming through for the Panthers was Gabriel Rodriguez in right field. We're going to the bottom of the 9th, all tied at 10. Panthers and the Braves. Right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We'll be right back. I promise if you hold on, we'll come back and tell you how this one ends.
We've been telling people how quick and easy it is to apply for Medicare online, even if you're not ready to apply for retirement benefits. But the best advocates are the people out there who are using the applications. Filing for Medicare online was simple, and I couldn't believe what little time it took to complete. Filing online took less than 5 minutes from start to finish. I am stunned and amazed at how quick and easy this really was. Find out just how easy it is. Visit www.socialsecurity.gov/Medicare only. You may be done with your application before the next song is over. That's www.socialsecurity.gov/Medicare only.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And we have drama mounting here in New Orleans, Louisiana, at the Magistrate Field. Panthers coming up in the bottom half of the ninth inning. As David Drake will now come to bat for Mr. Lewis. Drake takes ball one. Pitch comes in for strike two. Drake coming in the ninth inning here. Set things up. Takes ball two. 2 balls and 1 strike. Coming in, Walker with the 2-1 delivery. That's downstairs. 3-1. Always good to get a leadoff runner on, especially in the bottom of the ninth. Drake don't want to count the chickens too early, but has decent speed. Could possibly cause some damage, and that's ball 4. Drake earns a walk. It's going to bring up Kevin Macias. Macias, if you're not bunting right now, I'll climb out of this booth. Drake don't want to get picked off in this situation. Playing in on the corner now at third. Bunt is being showed. Ball on the outside corner. You do have a new third baseman, Fletcher, now playing third base for the Braves. The original third baseman, Cedric Walker, now on the mound. Showing bunt again, and that's a strike call. 1 ball, 1 strike to Kevin Macias. Macias bunts it, pushes toward first base, but it's going to go foul. So now it's a 1-2 count on Macias. You still got to be bunting. Just got to make it count. One and 2 is the count. 10-10 is our score here in the bottom of the ninth inning. Runner at first base, Drake. Pinch hit walk. Timeout is called. Now ready to resume play here. Double play depth up the middle, holding the runner on at first base. Checks the runner back. In time is Drake. Ready to go back to work now is Cedric Walker. Walker checks, kicks, fires, upstairs, and it looked like Macias was about to hack away. I got 2 strikes on me. He said, I got to make it happen. 2-2 is the count. David Drake at first base. There's a ball hit toward right field, foul. Count will hold it 2-2. Panthers trying to find their first win of the 2016 campaign. The pitch on the way. Outside. Check the appeal, and he did not go. 3-2 is the count. Runner at first base. Drake should be running, but he got to make sure he delivers toward the mound. Don't want to get picked off, or toward the plate, I should say. The payoff pitch, they check back over at first base. They'll go back to redo. Macias awaits the pitch. The runner goes. Ball 4. Now you got Cody Denbesti coming up. A base hit could win it. He'll be followed by Rashad Jones. Prairie View's All-American outfielder out of California gets a chance to show why he was selected preseason All-American. Reached on an error in the 7th inning. Reached on an error in the 6th inning. Got a hit in the 4th, struck out in the 3rd, and got walked and scored in the 1st. He scored twice today. The pitch shows bunt, lays it down. Good bunt, picked up. The throw is not going to be in time. An infield bunt single for Cody Denbesti, and the bases are loaded. Bases are now loaded, and it's time for Rashad Jones. Coming to talk things over now will be Alcorn State Braves head coach, manager Brett Richardson. As they will come now to discuss the matter of what's going on. And what an ideal situation. Speaking with the coaching staff before this game started, they were just saying that they believe Rashad Jones, who's going to be coming up the bat in this clutch situation, was on the brink of turning the corner, and now he gets a chance to win it for the Panthers. How ironic is that? Oh, they call that baseball. The meeting has been dispersed, and the game is on the line. Everybody's strategizing. Infield is in. Vise goes out to speak with his pitcher, Walker. For today, Rashad Jones has sacrificed twice. He's been walked once. He has struck out, and he has tapped back to the pitcher. His first hit could be the winning hit for the Panthers. The pitch on the way. It's delivered. Breaking ball inside, ball 1. 1-0 is the count. PV Nation trying to steal this win here in the 9th inning. The 1-0 pitch hit towards center field. Could be deep enough, going over the head, and it falls through. Panthers win 11-10. Walk-off RBI single to center field, and the Panthers get their first win of the 2016 campaign. You gotta love it. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Every year, millions of teens work to earn extra money and learn important skills. But certain jobs can jeopardize your health or well-being. So know the rules. First, the hours you can work. If you're 14 or 15, you can only work for 3 hours on a school day and for 8 hours on a non-school day. Also, if you're 14 or 15, you may not work before 7 a.m. or after 7 p.m., except from June 1st through Labor Day, when you can work later, up to 9 p.m. Next, and really important, hazardous jobs. If you're under 18, jobs such as roofing, operating dangerous equipment, and most driving jobs are off limits. So work safe. For more information, call the U.S. Department of Labor's toll-free helpline at 1-866-4US-WAGE or visit youthrules.dol.gov. A message from the U.S. Department of Labor.
What do your status updates say? You're learning a new language? Going all organic? Instead of typing your feelings, what if you could put them into action? By creating a network to help keep kids off the streets in a country like Armenia or in Honduras, bringing IT into the classroom, or on a farm in Tanzania. helping stem the world's food crisis by creating a sustainable agricultural program? What if every ounce of your being helped update the status of a person, and in turn they did the same for you? Would this be enough social interaction? Or is this only the beginning of something larger? Life is calling. How far will you go? Peace Corps. Get interactive at peacecorps.gov/game.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, our post-game show. Panthers get their first win on the season. It took 3 hours and 25 minutes, but the Panthers end up taking care of business with the walk-off hit by Mr. Rashad Jones. Jones played a solid second base. Panthers end up with 10 hits, 11 runs, while the Braves get 10 hits off of 10 runs. And the Panthers go to 1-0 on 1-1 on the young season. Total of 6 pitches for the Braves and a total of 4 pitches for the Panthers. The winning pitcher ends up being Edward Robledo, coming in out of relief, pitched 2 2/3 innings. He ends up giving up no runs, walked 2 batters, 1 strikeout, faced 11 batters, and threw 41 pitches. I was a pitch off with Edgar Sanchez. They got 100. I had 101. Tomato. Who cares? The Panthers end up winning at their last at-bat to get their first win of the 2016 campaign. Of course, we'll talk with Coach Riggins on this evening and have that for our pregame show on tomorrow, as the Panthers will take on the Grambling State Tigers. 12 noon pitch. We'll start with an 11:45 pregame show. Thank you all so much for joining us on today. The Panthers get their first win of the 2016 campaign under new coach Antoine Riggins. This is Mike Prince with the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Thank you all so much for joining in. As always, be blessed, and we'll see you on the other side. Good night.